It's ashes. Hopefully you can hear us. And then you'll hear everyone else. Let us know. Yeah, that's right. Let us know if you can't hear me. That's what I'm at. That's really effective.
We are hearing you.
It's like, when people ask, are you asleep? Yes. A modern-day Vampire the Masquerade Chronicles set in the British city of Oxford. Awakening tonight is Roland of Clan Ventru, played by Dead Weston. Please rouse for the night. I'm getting hungry. Would you like to do any healing?
No, I should be good.
Well. Slip of Clan Nosferatu, played by Slippery Nos, also known as Vamp Daddy, who is especially appreciated coming this week as he is very under the weather. But his rouse is perfect. Do you need to do any healing?
No.
Cool. Acheron of Clan Zamitzi, played by Larissa Rave. Wonderful. Who has no burger this week? Much to all our regrets. Hatfield of Clan Bruja, played by Daybreakathon. Please do a rouse check to awaken tonight. You're getting hungry tonight. And very welcome back to Ebony of Clan Ventru, played by a soft Inomicon. Please rouse to awaken for the night. Lovely. Barry of Clan Nagaraja, played by our extremely appreciated Noscavian, who is doing the tech for us for the past few episodes and will be going forward. Thank you very much, sir. Oh, was that a remorse roll for something?
Forgot to do it last week.
We always do. And hello, Pixie. We begin this week with Ebony. The usual car comes to a halt, a far distance from the usual place it stops to let Ebony disembark into the haven. The car leaves Ebony on the pavement with little else for her to do. She risks a subtle pass of the haven to assess the scene for herself. A yellow tape showing the word biohazard runs across the main entrance to the battle-scarred husk of a building that was once the shared haven. As Ebony carries on walking calmly down the street, the kindred's eyes look at the vehicles parked on the side of the road, sprinkled in with a suspicious amount of pest control vans. Ebony comes to the end of the road and turns the corner. Ebony, you have once more been allowed freedom. But this time you discover what was thought to be a safe haven, gutted and infested with kine that hunt your kind. You stand alone on the sodium-lit street, light drizzle picked up by the rain that blows into your expensive clothes, saturating them with the rainwater as you stand alone in the shadows between streetlights. What are you thinking? What would you like to do?
Ooh. First thing I'm gonna say is she definitely looks probably a little weird as she's trying to stay calm walking down the street. Is coming from Mother Superiors. She is almost certainly back in her nun in training outfit, which she hates so much. I think once she's come around the corner, there's just she sort of lets her face drop. She's just in pure dread of unsure of where everyone is. There's a moment where she reaches into her bag, thinking about using her phone, but thinks better of it and instead pops its current SIM card out and makes sure the phone is completely off and dead. And she's just... I think she's mumbling incoherently to herself, mixtures of words of just, is this it? What do I do? I don't know how to handle any of this.
Ebony, You look up as you're mumbling away, and sat on a damp pavement on the road opposite you, under a streetlight, is a scraggly-looking, rabid-appearing fox that spins in a circle as soon as you catches its eye. It starts to run off, coming back and looking at you, running off once more. Mr. Scruffles guides you through the built-up houses of the city into a small grassy clearing, where it starts to weave in and out of your legs, jumping up at you and pawing. What would you like to do?
What fucking Alice in Wonderland shit did I walk into? I think she's like currently looking down at the fox, a little grossed out, because it is kind of gross. What are you trying to show me, you little zombie?
Leaps up at you, does a little spinning circle, and then starts to slowly wander off into a direction.
Oh, this better not end in me getting my head cut off. And she's
Could be a
going to begrudgingly
northeasterly
follow.
direction, sort of taking you towards the center of the city, but always just on the outskirts, where there is a literal line. You can see buildings and civilization that marks the borderline, and then just countryside. You're able to take your time walking through long grass. Meanwhile, within the Oxford Botanical Gardens, rain splashes against a Victorian glass house that holds the carnivorous plants. Hidden away below the main floor is something far more dangerous. Acheron has given shelter to the coterie for the day, awakening in the unwelcoming night together in a tropically humid and warm lair. Is there anything you would all like to talk about?
Acheron is awake first. Being a Bahari allows them to be up just before the sun disappears beneath the horizon. And they've tried their best to sort of prepare things for the others if anyone wakes up a little hungry, you know. And I think, just given the situation, Acheron sort of sets up a particular contraption that they have hidden towards the back of the sort of basement layer of the garden. Switches some tubes and whatnot, so that should the worst happen, at least her beautiful garden will not be taken by unworthy hands. With that, she will likely be sitting at her table, you know, a little tea set there, drinking a little bit of blood, waiting for the others to arise for the evening.
Slip can also be up an hour before, simply because of his humanity. So he will quietly haunt up behind you while you are trying to be a good host.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know that Acheron, you know, makes a fuss. Should you sneak up on her? But hi, you're awake. I thought you'd still be sleeping.
That would be nice, but you know, we wake up when we wake up. This is a very nice place. I don't think I've ever spent any extended time here.
I do wish I could have had the time to let you all spend at least an evening or two. Are you hungry?
No, I was actually just thinking if there was anything you needed help shredding before we leave. Documents or...
No. I don't keep things like that here.
Oh, good.
I do want to show you something, though. Come.
Sure.
And she takes Slip over to this area sort of also kind of like in a back corner of the garden, and there is this very beautiful tropical plant, and she picks up from a bucket what would be like these very large centipede-like creatures. I say that because they've definitely been tampered with by Acheron, and lifts it up, and it has these many legs, but it looks off. It looks like it's been fucked with, and she lifts it up and feeds it to this tropical plant. But just beneath this plant is, at first glance, what would look like a shrine, but it's actually just this pretty altar for where your gift lies. And says, "Should I leave this here or take it with us?"
Oh, you can do whatever you want with it. I don't have access to the listening room anymore, so whatever you like.
Right then. How are you feeling, given everything?
Fine. I think the withdrawal's finally wrapped itself up. That's great.
Yes, it's very good.
Other than that, not well. Obviously, this is my fault. So, not great. I've been better, but, play silly games, win silly prizes. It was bound to happen.
Oh, I mean, yes, it's like when one rides a motorcycle. There's those who've crashed and those who haven't crashed yet.
I mean, I've definitely crashed
happen.
before.
Right, and it would have happened regardless. At some point, one of us would have done something, or simply just our existence would have called them to pay attention. Do not take it so hardly.
So, plans for this evening beyond hosting?
Well, I know we discussed going to the Needle. Are you still... That's still a part of the plan?
I mean, I don't care what we do anymore, personally.
I don't like to start things that I cannot finish.
Well, we didn't start.
Well, we have
Thinking about it's not starting,
We've made promises. We have people out looking for more information on our behalf. I'd like to see this through.
Who did we promise?
When you made your deal with the Hakata. Deal I made with the La Sombra.
I mean, fuck me, I'm burnt by the Second Inquisition. That holds up about as well as a lit match, but sure.
And what of your childer?
Don't have any.
You did take Hatfield and Ebony as your children, didn't you not?
Well, I offered Ebony, they didn't want it. Smart move. And then Hatfield is by far more... not quite the mess of Ebony. I don't have to watch that one quite so closely. And even if I wanted to at this point, associating with me is sort of like hanging out with someone who's been burned by the Second Inquisition. It's not great, It's not great. But I am here.
No.
I am still here, but I will be more of an assisting role than a leading role. So I'm here to help you guys with whatever you want to do.
I see.
Yes. Would you like to put little hats on everyone while they're still asleep with me?
Yes. And Akron will lead him over to like where the wrapping, if they were to make like a personal bouquet out of the flowers they have down here, the wrappings for that are, and just will origami some hats to place on the sleeping kindred before they wake up.
Excellent. Yeah, that's all. Sorry.
You're fine.
And the rest of you will all be able to awaken with curiously shaped paper hats upon your head.
We're seated at the table drinking blood tea, you know what I mean? Like, acting like we don't know where these hats came from.
I would look at my hat curiously and like set it near my bed, and then I would go down to look for Acheron.
You guys will
Nice.
see
I
all
love
of the plants that are down here. So as opposed to what's on the upper floor is very much this like traditional garden, right? Roses and beautiful flowers everywhere, some trees and whatnot. But it is down here that all the carnivorous and poisonous plants are. And one thing that the others have seen, but Roland, you haven't, is that there is alternating sort of sprays that come from the ceiling. One of it is water, but the other is a crimson fluid. And you will realize that like Acheron is feeding these plants blood. And as you're walking through, you'll see that there are racks that are kind of like hidden behind a bunch of ivy and stuff like that, and like things on the ceiling. And every once in a while, you'll catch the glimpse of flesh. And I think very quickly you'll realize where the blood is coming from.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, weaving through this jungle. It's very healthy plant life. I would.
They're
speak Acheron.
thriving.
Yeah.
Thriving. Yeah. Yeah, some of them wriggle as if, they're a little more than alive than regular plants. But yeah, you'll eventually find Slip and I just sitting at sort of what is the center of this garden, in what would be like a gazebo. And there's just like a, table, teapot, that whole thing. Roland, you're awake.
I'll
Lovely to
step
see you.
forward. I am. A pleasure to see both of you. Give you both a nod. But turn serious eyes to Acheron and say, I would like to discuss what you learned from the Sombra last night in more detail.
Is there something you would prefer to do without company, or do you not mind? Let's slip overhears.
I trust Slip. Frankly, if he overhears, he might be of a help. I don't see any harm in him knowing.
I made a deal with the La Sombra for the location of that individual you told me you were looking for.
Shrike, yes. I appreciate that. What did he say?
Well, since Strike is still a part of the Sabbat, he will have to confer with contacts within the Sabbat. So it will take a little time, but he is going to give me the information that I seek, should he be able to find it.
Excellent.
Then I can, of course, pass it to you, and I will aid you in accomplishing your revenge, should the time come.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course.
I had never thought you would assist me in such a way, and if I can repay you at all, please let me know.
That is not how gifts work, dear Roland. I am not doing this to receive anything that what you already give me.
I am honored. I'm honored. Please, may I sit with you two and wait for the others then?
Of course. There's plenty of seats. She gestures to a seat next to her.
I would just take a seat and give you guys kind of like a consolatory look.
Barry would stroll on up. Top of the morning to y'all.
Ron barely contains a laugh.
Yeah.
She's like, yes.
Like when Hatfield wakes up, there's the brief moment of like, what is on my head? Oh. And 100% comes out still wearing that paper hat.
Beautiful. I love to see
Absolutely poker face, but the hat is on.
Harry Hatfield. Did you rest well?
Yeah,
Apparently.
I had a great night's sleep, and I slept so well I woke up with a hat.
It looks very dashing on you.
This
Thank
is where
you.
I love
Hatfield
when I sleep that well.
slowly takes off their own hat to put it on top of Barry's existing hat.
A new trend.
Acheron is looking at the coterie, and for a moment there's that very like jovial expression, but then gets very serious and says, "It will not be safe here for long.
Yeah.
I have another place that is far more secure. But I think while we have the time, perhaps we should figure out a way that we can get a hold of Ebony and Ardala."
And suspiciously so, as you mention the name Ebony. The strange excuse of a high-pitched bark, more like the shriek of a dying pigeon that gets cut off halfway through as Mr. Scruffles comes bounding in, straight to Slip, running between his ankles and then climbing up his back and sitting himself upon Slip's shoulders as Ebony walks inside of the haven.
As she walks in, she looks so utterly confused. She's in a horrifyingly modest nun outfit. Well, nun in training outfit. And it's just like looks up, sees everybody, and her face is just this mix of sadness but also relief. And she just bolts right for Hatfield and just full on jump hugs Hatfield.
Yeah, I imagine Hatfield was like starting to sit, but then the moment that Ebony walks in, stands up so quickly the chair goes flying.
Oh,
Full on like
A glomp.
yes. One of those full on like I can pick you up and spin you around. Oh my god, you're alive hugs.
I thought I didn't know when I saw everything. I thought,
You're here.
I am. Fucking Fox. I don't know. Alice in Wonderland. That shit.
Gwyn at the fox
Akron.
for a moment. I do not trust Mr. Scruffles.
Sorry. Acheron stands up and walks slowly over to Ebony. Acheron does not look the way that Ebony last remembers them looking. She now has... First, she's a girl. And she has short blonde hair. She's wearing... black fishnet and some sort of expensive cloth dress. Lots of jewelry, and every once in a while an eye pops out of her flesh and blinks and then disappears again. Acheron is not looking at Ebony. Acheron is looking at the clothes. And there's just this, series of emotions, but they're all anger. They're all, wrath. Not directed towards Ebony, but rather, to Mother Superior in seeing her dressed this way.
I think Ebony, once done having the hugging moment with Hatfield, does not release Hatfield, stays in physical contact with him, and then turns to Acheron's newer form. Moment of confusion, and then the eye blink, and moment of understanding. Acheron. Okay. I do need to know what happened, but also two things. One, do you have any of my clothes here? Or hell, some scissors. I'll take that. And
I
two,
think this is where you really see that this is Acheron, because their face splits into that very like classic shark-like smile at the mention of if you have clothes.
and two, I need to discuss some Zemitzi things, mostly how certain things work. Mostly just, fuck it, I don't care. Mostly, how much can you change a kindred?
With enough time and blood, I can change everything.
Can you take something from somebody and give it to another?
Oh, of course. I'd say that's something of a specialty of mine. And her eyes drift over to Hatfield, whose arm is not their arm. It's a completely different arm that they've
Still just ever so
attached and-
slightly the wrong color.
Yeah.
I feel like Follow's eyes looks down, a moment of
Thumbs up.
what?
You've missed a great deal, little bird.
There's a moment where you just see her face just like she's fighting, screaming. And she tries to calm down and she looks at Acheron. And she just walks forward and hugs her. Just full hugs Acheron.
There's a brief moment of like, you're hugging me. I used to have to pull teeth to make this happen. So there's like a moment of tense that then relaxes and gives you a very strong hug and says, let me see about your clothes. You should greet the others. And then we'll back up and go off somewhere. You guys have seen Acheron's like side torture room, so that's where Acheron goes, disappears into that room. For a little bit.
Well, that's a sentence you get to say often in a day, you know, just walking off to the side torture room.
To torture room A.
Auxiliary torture chamber.
This
The
one, I only
tertiary.
use this one on the weekends, you know. That one I save for holidays.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few rooms in here for sure. Probably one of them is an extra torture room. But yeah, Acheron will disappear as you greet the others.
Ebony finally turns to everybody. He's just, I'm honestly glad that everyone's okay. I had a very dark feeling. I don't know. When I saw everything, I thought maybe I wouldn't see all of you here.
I'd
Wait,
give you a nod, and I would just say, I'm glad to see you're still alive.
Well, Mother Superior is always going to try to keep me alive. Comfortable and happy? No. But alive, yes.
Speaking,
Well.
we're gonna, it's been a weird one. It's been a real
Yes.
weird one. But
I need a lot of answers of what the fuck is going on.
When
What
are you
happened?
when are you gonna eat
How
Mother
would I
Superior?
just side eye over to Slip?
Hold on, that line drifted in there what Barry said, just the pause of the slow turn to Barry. I'm planning on it very soon, actually.
Good. She doesn't sound like a very nice person.
No, she's kept me away from all of you for too long. I can't.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't want to deal with this anymore, and I'm not going to.
Well, if you need any help with chowing down, let me know.
I was going to say the same thing.
Well,
I mean, without the chow part.
Barry will make you a sandwich.
A superior
Well-
sandwich.
That's right.
well, first things first. I don't know what. Fuck it. I'll even tell you all, but I'm going to ask Acheron. I intend on taking everything from Mother Superior. Everything.
They grow up so fast.
Even her ruby slippers?
If she had them, I think I would.
I mean, honestly,
Wonderful.
do it. Yeah, about time.
Yeah, here's the thing. As long as you succeed, like, that's venture shit, bro.
There's also the matter of you know,
The Ventrue are in chaos right now.
Yeah.
It's no better time to strike, frankly.
that's true.
This is coming from a fellow Ventrue.
And we may or may not got like justification depending on if the tip the big guy gave us is true.
Yes.
Yeah, did you hear about the Ventrue Primogen, Ebony?
Hatfield just standing there with like a face over a hand, just looking very like, I did do that, didn't I?
In
Yeah,
character
I'd like-
cackle from the other room.
Like, it's not shame on Hatfield's face, but it is, I did do that, didn't I?
Yeah,
Mr.
the,
Scruffles will put his little head up. The caved-in half of his nose remains silent, but the other half seems to twitch, and he leaps off of Slip and casually bounces off outside of the haven.
Acheron returns with an outfit that is not one of yours, but looks like it'll fit like a glove. Clearly Acheron has like made this for you. Not now, but has had this sort of outfit. And returns with, it's like in one of those like when you get it dry cleaned, one of those dry cleaning bags, and unzips it and reveals to you this dress. It is black, lace along the sort of like chest area, long sleeved, and then the bottom half of it goes essentially to the floor, but there's double slits down the sides. And it's very like simple, that there's no like intricate designs or anything like that. But when they bring it closer to you, they show the sort of like inside, like this part, the inside part of the dress, and it is filled with golden, like the Ventrue symbol, golden Ventrue symbol on the inside. So whenever you are to move, there's just like the briefest flash of this, like, you know, could be designer, could be a cool symbol, but you would know what it is, and hands it to you with a pair of essentially like combat boots, but they're platform, and hands them to you.
Yeah, I get to be taller.
Yes. Gives you a few inches. You know? But you could still run in it because it's not heels.
I think she takes the clothing, nods very thankfully, and speedily runs off behind something, changes, and immediately comes back in.
When
Because
you
this needs to continue this conversation.
when you go to like open the bag and put the clothes on, you'll also see there is a really beautiful, like, it would be like near your butt length black wig. You know, just beautifully cut and styled and whatnot. But there is a note there, and the small note says, "Take your power back."
There's a little smile that she has to herself. Because Acheron wasn't in the room when she had said what she said earlier, so she is more than happy to have this. When she comes back, she looks far more like herself than some weird nun outfit. And literally as she comes back, all of you will hear fabric ripping as she just tears the habit in half and just tosses it to the side.
Satisfied smile.
Okay, I'm still coming to terms with everything that I've just been told so far. Is there anything else I need to know? Anything at all?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get shot out by Second Inquisition like 8 times tonight, probably.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, the Ventrue Primogen got diabolized. The Second Inquisition has the hots for Mr. Big Slip. And I guess that's about it.
Who can blame them?
More important. Right, so there's been a lot. The Scourge is also dead due to the Inquisition. He came to warn us and bought us some time, but they deployed Red Mist, so he didn't make it.
Yeah, considering I literally begged him to follow us through the oubliette. Kind of a chode move, but...
He made his choice. Regardless, that is something that when we find our dollar, well, we will have to tell her, so...
Oh,
you know.
She's... Hold on, I just realized. So she's okay, as far as we understand, right?
Yeah, she wasn't in the Haven when we got hit.
As far as we know, my understanding is she is with the other Banu Hakim, likely in hiding when they found out the Inquisition had arrived. While we had our own domain through Slip, it was their domain, so they're not far.
Yeah.
This entire city is going to be up in flames, isn't it?
Oh yes,
yeah,
especially
House got gassed
after Hatfield declared war in the name of Mithras.
I mean,
Hence
yo,
the
there's
Venture
gonna be...
Primogen getting eaten.
Yeah, I might have gone up in front of the congregation and declared myself God, but like under the circumstance.
I feel like as this conversation has gone on, Ebony has slowly been like leaning back against the table, like supporting her weight. She's not looking at the ground, she's not looking up, she's like looking past everything. She kind of just goes glassy-eyed as she's taking in all this information, and slowly, like in levels, it's registering in her mind everything that she has missed that's happened.
And that is not all. You remember us researching the plague, yes?
Yes?
So, we discovered that they plan to introduce this to the population through a vaccine given to mortals. Of course, those of us who feed upon those mortals, it would be a done deal for the species. However, we've come up with a plan to allow for this first batch of vaccines to go out, but the first batch of vaccines will be corrupted. In that corruption, it will cause those kind to die. This will be confirmed by the Hakata who own mortuaries and are part of varying, coroner's office, to say that the cause of their death was the vaccine itself, causing widespread fear, and the other kind to not be interested in taking that next batch. The plan is to go...
they're gonna be saying that one way or the other, I hope. But,
We do hope. The plan is to go to a place called the Needle. It's a lab. The hope is we will find the batch there to corrupt it, and perhaps a little more about Gemma-Seek. Apparently, she was Rami's twin? I don't know, but she was apparently Rami's twin and had either the antidote to this plague or is the source of the plague. Regardless,
he's the key, whatever that ends up meaning.
Yes, and she was taken away to who knows where and hidden by former kindreds that no longer exist. The Tremere. They were at one point protecting her and the Malkavian who fathered her when he was mortal. That is what we're looking at.
I mean, it's a mess. Long story short, we're gonna make sure that the vaccine that's gonna poison everybody actually poisons everybody, because it's gonna poison everybody, just a different matter of everybody one way or the other. And we've been going around, you know how it is, talking to the Hakata, making sure they're in on it. We went and had a little chat with the Anarchs. They promised to ride in the streets with us, so you know, we're doing what we can.
Yeah, and we tried to put out some pamphlets or posters that was like saying, you know, that the vaccine causes impotence and infertility and stuff like that. But I guess they told us to stop.
Well, yeah, there was
Also,
a drawing of a little vampire on them.
Oh yeah, that too.
Right out in front of our haven, which was then burned down the week afterwards, so...
Well, at the
Super
very
cool.
least, Granny only gave the pamphlet to literally one guy, who gave us the Seventh Heaven pamphlet in reply. So, like...
Right, but the Seventh Heaven guy was Second Inquisition.
Apparently, yeah.
It's not great either way. Is really
Yeah.
what we're saying here. It's not great. There's a lot going on all sides. We will remain together. See this through. And then should the city be burning in such a way that cannot be recovered, we will leave together. I have proposed a sort of business offer to Barry to create a farm-to-table restaurant experience for
Slip's
very
already shaking his
specific
head.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great.
clientele.
It's gonna be great.
Yes. Yes, so it'll be, we have options, not all is lost, but that is what we're dealing with.
Welcome back!
Okay.
Oh, I wish I could have showed you. You know, I got a lamp. I went to the home goods store and I bought a lamp.
True.
Please, this is not meant to sound sarcastic. I'm legitimately proud of you.
Yeah. I wasn't about to let that sucker stop me.
Fair. Okay.
There is a brief pause after Hatfield says that, just like stopping, looking around at the air as though waiting for it to reply.
I'm going fucking ready, fuck off!
Even if Endymion does not say anything, there is just a visible Hatfield pausing and waiting to see if he does. Like, this is so... Hatfield's so used to this that just happens.
If I had something prepared, it would say something about, yeah, and it was the consequences of your own actions that you came to reap, or something spookier than that.
To which the reply would be like, oh yeah, right, okay. But,
Okay, so first order of business, as far as I'm following everything, is to get somewhere safe so that we aren't going to get gassed.
Well, we can get somewhere. None of them will be safe, not for long, but we can go places.
I mean, really, at this point, the agenda is to get our affairs in order, because things are gonna burn one way or the other, and I want to make sure we're the ones doing the burning.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Does that mean it's involving Molotovs?
Probably. You know me.
The intention is at some point for Barry to go to his grandmother's, say his possible goodbyes, and then eventually the Needle, that lab. After, I do have a place I can show you all.
There's
If you
also...
do, it's gone, just so we're clear.
It's not gone.
Okay.
It will require something from all of you. When we are in a better location, I will explain this more. It won't be anything that I think will put you at odds with your convictions or anything like that.
I mean,
But
you're a
I will
Zalisi,
ask.
that doesn't mean much.
I'm
Slip,
not.
I will not ask you to give anything that you wouldn't be already willing to give for your safety. For this coteries' safety. Regardless, that's the plan.
There's also, I do feel it bears mentioning, about Mother Superior, yeah. So after I bought that lamp, right, I had a little vision from the big guy in my skull. Something about maybe she's keeping a dampier or kept a dampier in her basement.
What?
You know,
What was
yeah. Oh yeah, what the fuck?
That happened, yeah.
Yeah, shit.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, above table. What is a dampier? What is that?
Shortest version I can tell you without any nuance. Thin
Blade.
blood gets pregnant, gives birth.
Blade.
Yeah.
Akron is now like, what in the actual fuck? Like
They are a they are a clear sign of Gehenna.
All right, I don't.
Remember, we was there in the back of the truck, and then, like, as far as y'all were concerned, I just kind of spaced for a minute holding my lamp, and then I came back and was like, hey, yo, I just had a vision. There was, like, baby dolls and stuff. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think my microphone will pick it up if I do this. But Ebony straight up goes into maniacal, almost sobbing laughter as she just sort of falls down to her knees at the notion of there being a dampier in Mother Superior's basement while she had been trapped in the damn attic this entire time.
So, alright. You're telling me that Mother Superior has a being that is considered a clear sign of the end of the world trapped in her basement. That's what you're saying to me.
What I'm telling you is that the big guy gave me one of them weird dream visions about a secret passage down to a secret little nursery where all the babies was dolls but one, and all the nuns was ghouls, and like, yeah, weird stuff. She's committing vampire crimes, so like, if push comes to shove and we gotta justify, chomping her.
That fucking bitch can't die fast enough.
You said that there is a secret entryway into that space in your vision.
Yeah.
Mayhaps accessible by the oubliette.
I would be shocked if I couldn't get into places at this point, so yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if we
Well,
can't just oubliette right into the secret basement, like, if the vision was accurate, I know how to get in.
I mean, so far the only thing we haven't been able to oubliette through is what? Slip
A moving
pile
vehicle?
a pile of manure.
Yeah,
In a
basically.
moving vehicle?
Yep.
I look at Ebony as that's being said,
Very
and I'm
true.
giving the look of do not ask.
The handicap stall in a Second Inquisition base had an oubliette in it. I would be shocked if I couldn't get into Mother Superior's place.
Oh, we have both a way to get in to help this dampier creature, and a way to have the element of surprise over Mother Superior.
Do we want to help the dampier?
That is very low on the totem pole of things to do for me.
Honestly, I was thinking when Acheron said help, there was enough quotations around that word that it could mean anything from, yeah, we're gonna rescue it, to, oh, we're gonna put it out of its misery.
You fucking scamp. You just
Exactly.
want it because it's one of the rarest things ever. I see you, you rat.
Acheron is just like,
Just
likes her
playful
pets.
nudging of
Just
Acheron. Just...
clutches pearls like, I would Slip! Like very that. Like, no.
You'll have the only one. Let's
I
go.
do things
Let's
for
go.
altruistic reasons.
Slip, you were.
I don't think
You
I've
were
ever heard
making
that
it-
word out of your lips before.
Oh my goodness. Slip, you were making it sound like anywhere we ended up, they were going to find us and burn it to the ground, basically.
I strongly believe that is the case.
Perfect.
So
let's go to the church now.
Oh fuck, maybe.
You know that was our
Scruffles
first thought too.
comes bouncing back in with frantic fury, running himself once more in between everyone's feet, barking as he does in his shriek half attempt generally at the air. And then suddenly, I think, actually, no, Slip, you've probably got enough time to communicate with Mr. Scruffles.
Squat down in front of him.
What is your problem, huh?
Little brother, there air.
What do you mean, there?
This big scary people, they are jumping out of vans and they are circling around the place, and they have these big cable and this tanker that they are currently feeding into the conservatory. Try saying that with this accent is...
Second Inquisition's about to red mist us.
And he'll scoop up Scruffles.
Oh,
And this will probably happen
And you can
anywhere
just
you
hear
take
on the
me.
outside as well, just...
Yeah. Yep. Cool. Acheron simply tells them to go into that torture room that they walked into before. Go in there now. You can open an oubliette in there. And you see that Acheron shoves their hand behind a bunch of ivy and plants, and you hear a click sound. There's like shifting of gears and like maybe weird liquid bubbling coming from somewhere as Acheron sort of like shoves everyone into that room and locks the door. And like this room you guys have been in before, it's essentially like strongest steel box.
Just to double check.
Yes.
You want to, herd everyone off into the doorway, lock the door, come back, activate failsafe, and then get yourself out the same way that you've locked, right?
The place where we've locked ourselves in for Shiv to, or rather for Slip to be able to open an oubliette as an escape for us to get out of the garden. Because down here in the basement, there's... Yes, I'm entering the room with you. Like that failsafe I have has, we'll say, like a 15-second timer before it starts spitting out the acid.
Okay.
But
okay,
yeah. And the room we're in is essentially like a steel box. It is meant for like when I do my experiments. Sometimes the Shlachta act up, and I don't want them, busting out of the garden and going out into the street. So this box is like meant to hold that, and it is to allow time for Slip to open an oubliette with momentary safety before the SI come fucking flooding down into this area.
Yep.
You guys probably can hear from just beyond the door the sound of things like sizzling, and then there's like a chorus of screaming coming from down there from the bodies that Acheron has down there, which were previously feeding her plants. And just looks to Slip like, go on.
Oh.
Sure, I hope this room has one. 1 second.
I would
What's
like to
awareness?
look. I would like to look, yes.
Coping with our impending doom by taking the second hat off
Ah.
of Barry's head and
As
putting
a
it on top
side
of
note-
Ebony's.
3
As a side note,
sixes, that's
there-
probably fine, right?
That feels good. On the floor, there is this is a floor that has a drain in it. So it leads to sewers.
Oh, a drain!
A drain. Has a drain in it.
Sorry, I thought you said it had a dream in it, and I'm like, oh, that's good. The floor needs aspirations, One day be a ceiling,
Drain.
and then just the sky's the limit.
No, a
Sorry,
drain for,
I meant to say, sorry, just like one day be a ceiling, and then, the sky's the limit.
Right. God, I hate it. a drain where all the blood and gore and stuff would be able to go down. So there is the connection to the sewer there. Should that make this a little easier for Slip?
Slip. Sticking with it. Wish I could reroll on any of those.
Let me reroll the 2 of those ones. It's 4 now.
Would you like success at cost?
Well, it's that or we die, so I guess so, Shiv. What a question.
That's true, I suppose. You know,
of course.
player advocacy is a thing. Someone offered me death, suddenly I'd be like, I don't know, dog. What's the drawback?
I'm tempted. I'll just have a little moment over here.
Slip. You'll be able to eventually make your way through and find a hidden away doorway. Slipping past one of the small bricks, it reveals an archway that folds in on itself, and you see stairs leading down into the bowels. Unfortunately, however, it takes you a little bit too long. The red mist gathers around you all. I'd like everyone, except Slip, to do a Dex and Athletics test for me, please. Slip, you're going to take 2 aggravated levels of damage from inhaling red mist.
What do you said Dex and Athletics?
Yes, please.
This would be a good time to rouse the blood. Should any of you need to rouse the blood?
I'm good. I hope.
I'm gonna do a reroll.
Ooh!
Oh, Barry.
Yeah,
Damn
so
it,
I'm at a 4.
Yeah, a willpower
Okay.
reroll. This is probably
What does it
important.
mean?
I'm not in the mood to melt today.
Roland, I suggest you do. I suggest you
That's
do
what I was
reroll.
thinking too. That's what I was thinking too.
Yes, I think that this might be that moment.
Might be the
Oh,
moment.
well.
for the
Really? What
roll.
makes you say that?
If I melt, I
It's
melt.
not.
Okay, there we go. It's a
Oh,
3.
Barry has been
be
granted
fair-
a reroll.
I do have
reminds
Defy
me-
Bane, so
Oh.
maybe I might
Ooh, maybe, yeah.
survive.
You currently have 3 rerolls banked. 1 specifically for Barry, 1 from Pixie, and 1 from RJ. Anyone want to make use of those?
Take it.
Yeah.
Whoever
3
whoever
minutes
got-
ago, and I failed to find an oubliette.
Yeah, can Slip reroll that one so that
No.
maybe we...
We're already here. We're
No.
already here. I'm just goofing. I'm just goofing.
But those of you who didn't get above a Hatfield probably should take that reroll. Barry
Yeah,
to
okay.
get out of the messy crit. Roland, what are you at? You're sitting at a 3.
I don't know. I'm sitting at a 3, yeah. And
Where's Ebony at? Okay.
I'm at a 4.
Take it.
I got 4
Hey,
successes.
I'll re-roll
Um,
it. I'll re-roll it if we use the 3. I'll take
re-roll
one.
it.
I mean, is there-
Roll it.
How much? Okay.
Are you
What
banking
is-
this reroll, or anyone want to make use of any rerolls?
Take the rerolls.
I'll
we all
take
get
a.
out.
I'll take a re-roll.
I'm going to tell you now as well, you got 3 rerolls banked. If anyone gives you any more rerolls, that's a waste of their points, so I'm not going to give you a bank of rerolls.
I'll
Use your
take one.
rerolls.
You're taking a reroll.
Should I? I guess I probably should.
Does my Oh boy, there we go.
Chance for a
Willpower?
crit.
Willpower.
Oh, I
reroll it.
could willpower it. I was gonna say,
You
does my
gotta,
because
dude.
since it's a re-roll, I willpowered the last roll. Does that willpower apply to this one?
You wish!
You gotta reroll again,
I could
brother. Or
try.
willpower, rather.
Man
again.
can try. Man can try.
Yeah.
You
I
could,
respect
you
that
could always
hustle.
rouse the blood.
Oh, it's 4 suddenly. Also 3 6s. Oh no.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, oh yeah, not an omen at all.
That's a lucky number.
It's a blessing.
Are we done with rerolls? Is everyone
still
happy
gotta-
with what they've rolled?
I
to
got
mine.
a 4. I'm happy.
Yeah.
I got a
Hatfield's
4
gonna do
too. I'm
his.
good.
Oh my god, Hatfield.
Barry, you rolled out of your
Nice.
messy crit, giving yourself 4
Go on.
successes. Hatfield re-rolled into a messy crit.
You can always.
Oh, love of my life, please.
You can
At
always.
this point, it's too in
willpower
character.
re-
I'm not. I live here.
Okay. All right. We're
Yes,
just here
sir.
now. That's cool. That's cool.
Ever so long as we all get out. I have no idea how
Everyone
this works here.
that had 4 successes or more is able to push anyone out of the way and make your way down this chamber as quickly as possible. Anyone that had less than 4 successes is taking 2 aggravated damage as you are pushed to the side and left in the red mist by your so-called coterie.
I think every single one of us
Yeah.
got out then.
Bro, we piled
Well,
in.
Hatfield. Except
Hi.
Hatfield. Hatfield.
Hello.
Standing there as you are. The beast is inside of you, screaming as you see this mist slowly filling the room. You watch Slip run past, pieces of flesh literally bubbling and rotting off his skeleton from this mist. And the beast inside of you screams. You take a stand against whatever or whomever you see as the status quo in the situation. Whether that's the leader, a viewpoint expressed by a potential vessel, or just a task you were supposed to do at the time, until you've gone against your orders or expectations, perceived or real. You receive a 2 dice penalty to all of your rolls. You are suffering from the Brujar compulsion rebellion. This will end once you have managed to either make someone change their mind by force if necessary, or done the opposite of what was expected of you.
Understood.
Thanks for the dramatic music whilst I read that out. So you are able to get into the oubliettes, making your way down and catching up with everyone. Perhaps a little bit worse for wear, some of you. What would you all like to do?
Sit on the floor and lean back against the wall and try to hold my guts in.
If you'll allow me to do this with Rodian and maybe a rouse of the blood, like an extra rouse, whatever wounds he's gotten, I'd like to
Nope.
sort of. Oh, I can't help. Essentially close the wound.
That is not what you do. That is what Slowbry does. There's a specific power just for that. Sorry.
Oh, it's not to heal him of whatever damage he's taken, but just so he's not holding his insides as we try to go to another
What insides? He's
well, I
kindred.
don't
He doesn't
know.
have anything.
His fucking bees, maybe?
My bees are coming out.
Oh yeah. All right. All right.
gotta repair the
bees are
bees.
Okay. Hold
yeah.
the bees in.
It will heal any
Yeah.
damage, but you're fixing the hive a little bit.
Yeah, just so
Yeah, I was
going to
say it'll prevent hives.
It's
Yeah,
the
I'm
countdown.
just, I'm just trying to help the man so he's not literally
Yeah.
crippled on the floor holding in
Yeah,
the bees.
I don't even think you need to rouse or anything for that. Just to like push bees in or anything like that. you
Yeah,
know?
like I'm not
Because
trying.
you're not
I'm not trying to
asking
heal the
for.
damage.
Yeah, you're not asking for any mechanical benefits, so I don't think you should be subject to any possible mechanical detriments. Absolutely
Okay,
fine.
so Acheron will go over and, essentially like lift up his shirt, and I will start to take the pieces of what would be normally flesh, but are the hive, and aid the hive in hatching themselves, so they're not spilling out of him.
Duct tape the comb back in.
Yeah, like very, very much that, is what's happening, so that he's not batting angry bees. Or wasps, because that's what they are wasps, so,
Did anybody else get a whiff of that shit?
No,
Well.
thankfully.
That's good.
Why would you
Hatfield
huff it?
standing there.
I got curious, Barry. You know, you only live once or twice. So.
Oh. How the fuck? How the
Was
fuck
it
did
worth
they even
it?
find that place?
It's the assumption is that once they found Slip, they were watching us all, hence the new look. And yet they know where all of us have existed previous to being together.
I mean, with a combination of drones and satellites and shit, there's basically nowhere we can go. Except for maybe the oubliette. Maybe. That is safe. I wouldn't take us anywhere for more than an hour, personally.
Oh yeah.
Cough up some bees.
I watched a thing on
the
the
bee, put it
the
back.
television where they were using them satellites to find people who were growing plants in their house. I bet they're using that to find us, since we know we don't have the heat stuff.
Well, the place that I intend to bring you exists in the forests. So they'll have a harder time. A lot more shrubbery to try to make a distinction between us and them.
To say, there is notably Hatfield got through unscathed, but got a bit of a manic grin going on, a bit toothy, a bit wide-eyed. There's a glint there.
All right. We're in the oubliette. Where am I taking us?
Where do we want to go first? The church? Or the needle?
The church.
All right.
Let's definitely take the Second Inquisition there.
Let them burn her entire place down.
All right then. We have a location.
Slip will get up, drag himself up the wall, and with one hand on the wall, go hobbling down the hallway to attempt to get us either inside of or adjacent to Mother Superior's domain.
Let's find out what you find behind door number 1. Know what to roll.
Bit of a twitch
Ooh.
as Hatfield is dealing with
Ooh.
Mithras reacting to an intrusive thought. Actually,
Really good
Beautiful.
roll.
are there any bees still spilling around?
I mean, if there are, they're just gonna fly over to me and crawl back in. You know?
They're
Yeah.
just like
If they're-
gently fall on the ground, they get up and they just follow it. Yeah.
If
I
there's
don't think I'm
any,
leading a trail of bees.
if there are any,
Slip.
if there are any loose bees, one of them is going to be caught.
Slip. You open the door. Nothing is behind it. Just a quiet, easy, well-maintained tunnel. You go through and allow everyone to follow you. Reaching the end, climbing the top of the ladder and taking a peek through. Strangely enough, somehow, you find yourself directly in an office. One that you are personally not familiar with, but after a brief negotiation with Hatfield and Ebony, you realize this tunnel comes out straight inside of Mother Superior's office.
Hatfield is at that moment not very useful in the negotiating and is currently
It's empty. There's no one in the office.
I'm not going to say Hatfield is trying to eat the bee.
But he's trying to eat the bee.
You're gonna
Yes,
eat the bee?
unfortunately.
You want the bee inside of you like your dad.
I didn't say the bee would remain unalive. It's the thought was had, and of course Mithras is up there saying, "No, don't do it, Hatfield." And of course Hatfield's there saying, you can't tell me what to do. You're not my boss."
The bee is just
I'm eating a bee.
Jesus Christ, what did I do?
He is unfortunately collateral damage. This bee, I am eating this bee.
Both Akron and
Are
Roland are just
you
like,
sure That's what you want to do, Hatfield.
Absolutely.
It's not what I want to do, but it's too late. It's what I'm doing.
It's happening.
Well,
Give
I
the
don't want to be
consequences.
doing this either.
Roland and
Just eating a
Akron,
bee.
disgusted. We're just like,
Mhm.
oh, you're
Hatfield.
just, it's squishy.
Just like
not
look
gonna touch
away,
you.
just hand cupped.
Faster than anyone could even see or react to, your hand flies out and grasps one of the bees, Johnny B. Good, and
Wow.
instantly place him in your mouth, biting down and swallowing the ghouled corpse. Instantly, your undead body reacts to this material going down your gullet.
I do have the
And
eat food
you-
merit.
You
Eat
do?
food. I can eat food.
Well, then that's good.
It's still gross. It's
Still
still
gross.
like.
But he can eat the bee.
Yeah, Roland, Ebony, and Akron are like "Ugh," in the corner, like like
Yeah,
oh.
it's just-
The crunch sound, like the little bee screams, were like, oh no. Humans dying, fine. Kindred, great. Bees dying, disgusting.
And Hatfield just standing there, just like completely. Not that this is the most normal thing in the world, because it isn't, but at body language wise, it might as well be.
Right.
You okay? You're in a mood. That's fine.
Don't worry about it.
Let's just aim that at violently murdering my mother.
Oh, that's right. That is what we're here to do. And Akron,
Licks lips.
begins to scuttle up. Does the double peek to make sure there's no one there, and will come out of the little entryway.
Okay. ST, do I know
do.
where Mother Superior would be if she's not in her office? Like, do I know a likely
Several
sort of where she'll be?
places. She could be attending. Oh god, I don't want to look like a complete idiot here. What's the
Well,
name of
what
Catholic
time-
night services?
Mass. It would just be called mass.
Mass.
Is that mass?
Yes,
Fuck me, I
it's
just thought
called
that was at
mass.
Christmas.
Midnight
Okay.
mass.
Oh, it's
This
midnight
is
mass,
any
isn't
church
it?
service. That's
Yeah,
a
it's
show.
just
but
mass.
yes.
Yeah,
But it would just
right.
be called
Well,
mass. yeah.
I'm not Catholic. I don't know. I let
No
the
worries.
Catholics do the
Yeah, no,
Catholic
don't worry.
thing.
Yeah, no worries.
She
It's just
would be
mass.
attending mass. Well, actually, this is. Actually, no. Yeah.
Yeah, she
would
could
have
be
to
attending
attend.
mass. She
still-
could
it's
be
still early
doing
in the night that she
anything
would be
within
there.
the convent. She could be downstairs tending to this dampier for all you know. But you are completely unexpected. You haven't been detected. And you have free reign of this fairly minimalist office. It is exactly as Hatfield remembers. A very graphic depiction of the crucifixion upon the wall. A large office table, but made of bare, cheap wood. I don't even think there was a computer
It was a
at
clock.
the table. It was a clock.
When when I'm in there and I look around, you said there is a crucifix. Is it made of wood?
It is made of metal.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are immediately
Brass.
before the coterie has the time to scatter. We're just strolling right up and poking that secret switch.
Yeah. May I
Yeah.
quickly flavor something in this office?
Please. The
Uh,
desk with salt.
around the front of the desk, we'll say, sort of in a little more into the floor. It has not been properly cleaned up. You don't know why. Maybe it's been there for a bit. There is a very large stain on the ground that probably isn't wine.
Hmm.
And it's definitely in a good. It's just sort of dead center of the room. There is a rug that is slightly pulled over it, but it's kind of uncaring.
Akron says, sort of looking at this spot, but not looking at Ebony at any point. Is this where her lessons were held?
Sometimes. It depended. This is where, and she reaches up, touches the scar that's still on her face that she hasn't had, like, Acheron fix yet. This is where this one happened.
Is the stain still wet, or is it dry?
I'd say it's dry.
Okay, never mind then. Yeah, Acheron will follow your guys' lead on this.
Yeah, we're immediately walking over to that crucifix and just poking it exactly as in the vision and seeing if Mithras was right.
Yep. Hang on. I fucking bought it and licensed it. There you go, Noscavian. That's easier than me fucking typing like a twat. It is exactly as the vision reminds you. The door gives way. The stairs lead down into the very barely decorated, out-of-fashion 70s type kitchen. Small play area, small little nursery. I assume that you don't go bounding down, because you will have been able to detect the presence of mortals as you go down, and you take a little peek at the bottom of the stairs, and you see 4 nuns tending to what you assume are children, though all of them have their backs turned to you. What would you like to do?
Hatfield gives finger guns to the rest of the coterie.
Do I recognize any of these nuns?
Yeah! Like, these were nuns that you're like, I thought she died. I thought
Yeah,
she transferred. She's new. That kind of thing, you know? These are all nuns who were like...
At least one of them, there's
What are
just
they?
that very quiet moment of, oh God, I watched her die.
It's not often you get to say some nuns either.
I am going to rouse the blood. I imagine I'm still kind of up towards, not the top of the stairs, but like more back than the rest. I'm going to rouse the blood to create my bone blades. Okay, we do get hungrier. There is that squelching sound as the bone blades appear. This time with both hands.
I'm deciding if I want to
I'm
do
gonna
something.
do the same thing real quick and just throw out feral weapons and grow some like Wolverine claws.
There are weapons aroused? I thought they were passive.
I think they're aroused. I might be wrong.
I have
They
them.
are
I'll check. Let me
aroused.
look.
They are
because they're second
they're
level.
aroused.
Yeah.
They're second level, then they're aroused, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're aroused. When Acheron sees this, she gives Roland a little smile and a wink, because she loves body modifications and she knows that Ventru can't normally do this, and so for her she's like, this is from me. You know, like, this is for me. So she does give him a little wink in appreciation.
He just gives you like a hesitant look and just like prepares for what's to come.
Okay. I don't know if I can do this one, but we'll try. They might listen to me.
Question is, do you
Field's
want them
grin just goes a little wider.
Question is, do you want them dead or alive?
I'm not going to lie to you, they're already dead. Trust me.
Alright then. If you can get them to listen. Try it.
Alright, you all just hang back for a minute. I just like starts straightening like her dress. Mostly because she sort of looks down, realizes not in nun outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
There is a look from Acheron, and they say, take your power back.
Yeah, being told to hang back, the only thing Hatfield can currently do is roll eyes and kind of push Ebony forward. Not like shove down the stairs push, but like no, we're going right now. No time to chicken out here, boss.
All right. Fucking players nervous.
You got this. You got this. You got this.
You never talked to a nun
No
before?
doubt.
Come on.
I've talked to many.
Feels like
Mostly
we're
nice
doing this
ladies,
now, and you're
in
not
real life.
doing it alone.
Right.
Mhm.
All right. Ebony is gonna like channel that venture mode and stalk down the hall. I don't know. I can't actually remember. Were we in a room or a hallway leading towards where these women were?
You're on the staircase at the moment that leads down, and it goes straight into that sort of large open area that just has separations to mark rooms rather than actual walls.
Yeah, I'm not
All right.
shoving you down the stairs, but the energy is that if you do not walk down the
Oh, yeah,
stairs, I
yeah.
will shove you down the stairs.
I'm going to, yeah. Ebony's going to come down the stairs, and as that room comes into view, there's a very, very quick search around the room. Like, is it just these nuns? Or,
Wits awareness.
yeah, I was about to say, like, is it just the nuns? Fuck. It's probably just the nuns, right?
You do have one reroll banked.
I'm gonna re-roll that because I don't like the thought process of what might happen if I actually take that. So let's just
Yeah.
let's just do that again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I can't even fix it.
It's fate.
Oh, that's it. That's it. This is happening.
Uh-huh.
Embrace the mess.
Oh. Well, my decision has been made for me.
Hatfield, you're still under the influence of a compulsion, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I did not expect eating the bee to fix it. Nope.
Ebony.
Oh, yeah.
Ebony.
Mhm.
Ebony.
Oh yeah, footsteps get a
You
little
look
stronger.
at these nuns. Look at each one over and over. Pathetic, small, insignificant creatures. Ants. Puppets, used by Mother Superior to do her will. Not even on the same level as you. The need to rule rears its head inside of you. You will stop at nothing to assume command of a situation. Someone must obey an order from you, and any action not directly associated with leadership receives a 2 dice penalty. This compulsion lasts until an order has been obeyed, though the order must not be supernaturally enforced. You are suffering from the Ventru compulsion, arrogance.
Okay. Yeah.
Good luck.
So while descending the staircase, what was, I would say, like, trying to be maybe a little slower just to give that glance over the room. By the way, in the room, did I just see the nuns? Is there anyone else in the room? Or is it just the nuns?
You failed. You just saw the nuns.
It is a failure?
It's
This is
3
bestial failure.
successes. No, it's 3 successes. Though.
I know.
Is 3 not enough?
No. That's why I said it's a fail.
Yeah,
Who the
I
who
mean,
the fuck
you
in this
wouldn't-
room's invisible,
if all you
apparently?
see is the nuns, you wouldn't know if you succeeded or failed because all you see is the nuns.
That's true. I don't know. Bro,
You think I've done this before, wouldn't you?
Bro, as the player, here, I'll give a hint. As the player, I have no fucking clue how this part of the game works. Not gonna lie to you. I don't fucking understand it. I run this game as well, and I still don't fucking understand it.
in
Alright.
Now you know how to confuse him when you're all playing.
Alright, so, the careful walking down the stairs suddenly changes to rather confident stalking, and though these are platforms, they're still gonna make that noise when you step down real hard on stairs. At this point, it is that almost that maybe it's only me, but that threatening noise of someone in heavy shoes stalking down a stairwell.
The teacher's coming noise.
Oh yeah, the teacher's coming noise. The minute I'm in the room, ooh. Sorry, player is actually trying to think of how to word this. Forgive me.
You're good. I imagine the rest of us are not far behind either.
Yeah, I don't think you
Well-
would be. Well,
Because
Ebony
we're on the
is
stairs, right?
I'm not. I'm
considering
right
their
there.
next move.
Yeah. Can I do a wits and awareness to see if there's anyone else other than the 4 nuns here? From my
Not
position on the
really.
stairs? No?
Not-
Okay.
Well,
You know, like, can I hear other movement? You know, like,
yeah, that's what I
pitter-patter
was.
of feet.
I'll let you do it, but it would be an increased difficulty.
Okay. We'll rouse the blood. We're successful.
Oh,
I'll do a willpower reroll to at least get 3.
what I
Three is
I
not
was
enough.
going to say, is it worth it with the increased difficulty?
It's
But
fine.
you do have the reroll from Pixie if you want to use it, but
you know what? No, I will leave that reroll alone. But Akron doesn't trust that it's just the nuns down here, considering we were told the Dampier's down here. At the very least, the Dampier's also down here, you know? Yeah, Akron doesn't trust that it's just these 4 nuns. So Akron is primed and
that
ready
sounds
to
fair
fight.
to me.
Yeah.
I just want to walk up to one of the cribs I remember having a baby doll.
Yeah, I mean, there's what was it, 5 cribs against the back wall?
grotesque.
What is Ebony doing before we start making big moves?
Oh goodness, I don't know how to word it, but she is going to basically shout out to them, with authority. So I can't remember if you actually would refer to this kind of group of nuns as one would be sisters. I think it is.
Mm-hmm. A group of nuns, they refer to each other as sisters.
I thought so.
Mhm.
So I guess it's as she walks down the stairs and continues stalking towards them, just sisters, mind telling me what you're all doing?
They don't stop what they're doing, but one of them that's in the kitchen and just seems to be doing this washing up of very old-fashioned glass bottles. Do you call them pacifiers? Baby bottles? You know, she's washing those out, and she's still doing this. And she just looks up at you. We're doing what we're told. You'll see there's one behind her in the playpen area, back turned, about 3 just to your right, each tending to a crib.
Wait, hold on. I think I miscounted. So there, that is 4, right?
Wasn't it 5?
Was it 5? It's a 5
3
here.
in the cribs, 1 talking to you, 1 with their back in the playground area.
Okay. So it's 5. This is shifted. All right, so it's 5 people. Oh God, I'm alone against 5 people. Good thing they're stupid apparently.
There's a black leather couch against the other wall.
I'm not gonna make that comment. God damn it.
It's an interesting one because it's 5 nuns surrounding you, and you're like,
God
what are you
damn
going to
it.
do?
Shiver bathroom.
Shiv, I'm gonna quit RPGs. All right.
Sorry. Bad habit.
What fucking happened? You couldn't stop, could you? You had
So,
to do
Ebony,
that.
what are you doing?
The finisher.
I'm gonna fucking screw it. This bitch don't care. I'm gonna walk right up to the fucking chicks at the cradles. I'm
Mhm.
looking for living babies.
Or unliving.
Or unliving babies.
Ugh.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't see why they would. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you look over these crypts, and two of them, china dolls on the inside, perfect bone china dolls, hand painted. You know the kind. The less said about them, the better.
Yes.
And then in the last one, being tended to, you actually see what could well be a human. Seems to be moving. There's no pulse. The skin is very pale. The veins are blue and vivid, very near the surface of the skin. No teeth, but two fangs? It could only be a damn pair.
I don't know how this works on ghouls or if it would work. I'm going
With
to
what?
walk. I don't know. This is. Yep, no, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk over to the one who was doing the washing, so that the other four don't immediately hear what I'm about to tell her. I'm gonna make sure, I'm gonna try to, make sure she can look at me, because I think this will work, even if they're ghouls. Dominate should work, unless I'm crazy.
They're still human, so it does work. Unless
I do think they have to. I do think they actually get to roll because they're ghouls.
yes.
But still, or I have to roll because they're ghouls. It's still.
Oh,
Yeah,
gonna walk up to
it's
the one-
contested. It becomes a contested roll, is all. You can still do it.
I'm gonna walk up to the one who is doing the dishes. I'm gonna make her look at me. And once I got her eye contact, do me a favor.
What are you doing to grab her attention?
Oh god, I'll just grab her.
Physically.
Yeah,
make
fuck
her
it.
look
I'll
at you.
let you. Yeah, fuck it. Okay.
I mean, she can fight me if she wants,
Yeah.
but I'm just gonna grab her chin and yank her towards me. It's gonna be a quick statement to her brain. This is full on
Yeah.
mesmerize.
Do the
Do me a
rouse
favor.
check and roll
Oh,
mesmerize, please.
Oh,
And
bet.
what's the
Alright,
instruction?
Roll it, pray. Fuck. If I rouse the blood, that's 2 rouse checks, isn't it? The rouse to use it, and then rousing to rouse the blood.
No.
Correct.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Alright, this is to rouse the blood. Bet. And then this is the rouse to actually use it. I'm a lucky
Nice.
bitch. Alright, and then
Hey.
it's the roll. Oh, is it +2 for me? Yes.
Yeah, it should be.
What was that? What the fuck?
Crazy maniacal laughter. You're good.
Flippin' bear.
Okay.
Wonton's having some fun in the chat.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh, I also forgot. Sophie, you need to re-roll that.
The whole thing?
Just mesmerize, because that's a -2 penalty.
Oh, so it's gonna be normal. Okay. That's good. I fucking
Yeah.
roused the blood for that.
Yeah.
Also, Flippin' Bear God redeemed Messy Crit. So
Yeah, I just need to see. It's a better fucking roll, and then a mess kill on top of that. That's gonna be fucking horrible. Oh god.
Can't stack messy crits, I don't think.
I don't fucking know.
Oh, you can. Don't worry.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, this was just a normal critical. Now it's messy critical. Does this even work now?
Here we are. We're here.
Don't
We're here
worry
now.
about it. Just go with
All right.
the flow.
Yeah.
Some
All right.
things get a little messy.
I still need to give the order.
Go ahead.
Yeah, what's the order?
What was I starting? I was like, once I have her attention, do me a favor.
Do me a favor.
Go break that child against the wall, please.
Oh.
I guess I would say the word dash. Dash the child against the wall.
Why dash?
It sounds better to me in the sentence.
So that you can creatively misinterpret it as her running the child around the wall.
That would be pretty funny. Listen, slam it into the wall. I don't care. Break its neck. Reenact Friday the 13th on this thing.
Jesus Christ.
What is the instruction? Give me the word for word actual instruction.
Okay, you're right. Word for word. Bash the child against the wall.
Okay.
Watch you take it, and they're gonna grab one of the baby dolls instead.
And you rolled a 7. That's not a pen, that's a cigarette. Ebony! Your words reach out, and instantly this ghoul looks at you with a look of curiosity. Breaks the bottle on the sink, grabs you by the hair, and throws you to the wall. You will take 5 superficial damage, half down to 3, as it throws the child against the wall.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
So remember how I said that...
I don't have to, I'm not the one that redeemed Messy Crit. Tell fucking Wonton to go fuck himself.
How much fucking damage did I take? Sorry, I'm angry. What happened?
3
superficial.
superficial.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna go rip this fucking woman's throat. No, I'm gonna ask fucking... Fuck
I was
it.
gonna say, before you say anything, I'm already
so mad.
standing near
I'm
the
so
baby
mad.
doll. Can I yeet the baby doll at the lady?
The lady that just yeeted. Oh god almighty. You want to
Yes.
yeet at the yeeter?
I would like to yeet at the woman who yoked.
Right.
Yes.
And what are you yeeting at this woman?
Remember how I said I wanted to go stand by one of the cribs with a baby doll in it? I want to yeet the doll at the woman who yoked.
With the baby doll. Right.
Just really take it and just fling it.
Dex and athletics, and there will be no penalty on this. No, I don't think you should have a penalty for this, because I think this is going against what's expected of you. I don't think anyone's going to be sat here. Did anyone expect Hatfield to throw a baby at a nun tonight?
Yes.
Baby doll? No.
Me, but that's
There we
I
go.
know well.
I was expecting a punch, maybe, but certainly not a baby doll to be yoked.
Yeah, we knew that violence was going to be inflicted on these nuns, but I don't think anyone saw this one coming, so roll Dex and athletics.
Okay. I can do better than that.
You aren't joking.
Yes, you can.
Lord.
You grab one of the... I think they're called porcelain dolls out of the crib and immediately throw it with all your might against this nun that's already returned to washing up and hit her straight in the side of the head, smashing the doll to pieces on the side of her skull as she falls to the floor unconscious.
Field's grin is unwavering.
You are also out of your compulsion for that.
Oh, okay.
Acheron while this has happened, has slowly been making their way to the crib that has the living baby in it.
Mm-hmm.
And is going to pick that baby up.
I would like you to roll. You're probably going to win this, to be honest with you. This is going to be a Dex Athletics roll, and what does Amici do best? Dexterity. So, Dex Athletics for me, please.
Mm-hmm. We will rouse the blood again, just in case. We will gain hunger after the roll.
I'm going to tell you now. Don't bother rousing for this. Don't bother surging.
Okay.
Don't waste your blood. Don't waste your blood.
All right. So we'll say it doesn't count. It's only 2 successes. Shall I do a
That's
willpower
fine.
roll? All right then. Yes.
I rolled 1.
Yes, I will pick the baby up.
And this nun is just going to be looking at you strangely, almost with a reverence, but a loss. They're empty behind those sockets, but she's just sort of looking at you and wondering, not interfering. It almost fascinates you, I'd imagine.
This very a thing that's not been seen from Acheron before. They become extremely maternal. They start to, like, they're holding the baby and they're, gently rocking it, kind of bouncing it a little bit and cooing at it and just, like, looking into its eyes and really making the, like, child comfortable while they hold the child.
While you're holding this child near you, this freaky thing, this thing that just should not be, this thing that is spoken of only in hushed legend, this thing that is a portent of the end of the civilization as you know it. And you feel one heartbeat against your chest, coming from the damn pit.
There's just soft whispers of, there's this soft little, like, who's the cutest little world ender? You are. Coming from Acheron. Who's a world destroyer? You are. Picks up a little toy and is, like, playing with it in front of the child.
I want you to know, if you look across the room, Ebony is gently picking herself up, seeing this while on the ground, and the most rage possible is on her face. She is ready to commit so much murder in this room.
Barry is going to look at the the nun that is unconscious after being yoted by the porcelain doll.
Did you hear the way that shattered?
Yeah, and Barry's gonna look towards Ebony and be like, "Hey," he's gonna point to the nun. Are we supposed to not hurt the nuns, or is hurting the nuns like A-okay?
They are so far gone, they don't even count as people anymore to me.
Awesome. If there is another nun nearby, Barry wants to eat it.
Yes.
We should probably ask.
I'm
some
sorry,
questions if we can.
There was that moment in my head where it's like, I understand the words that you have said. I register this sentence. Now I understand this sentence. You want to eat a nun, okay.
Yeah.
The whole
We should
time,
probably ask for
Acheron-
Mother Superiors. Oh, okay, you're doing it.
There's still 2 other nuns, Hatfield, and Acheron starts singing a lullaby in a language you've never heard her say. For the ST, it's whatever they speak in Transylvania. Like her sire would have taught her how to speak their native tongue, and so she's singing a lullaby to this little child.
Romanian.
Isn't it, in Transylvania?
Is
Well,
it-
the
is
Transylvania range goes Hungary, Romania, doesn't it? So
Yeah, which is
Hungarian
why
or
I'm not
Romanian?
sure.
Yeah.
Right, which I'm not sure where you would settle that. So that's why I said whatever they speak.
It's entirely
there.
up to you.
I think Hungarian's prettier.
I
then
think
she-
old Clanzamitsi would be Hungarian.
Okay, so then yeah, she's singing. She's singing this little Hungarian lullaby to the child, and just sort of like pacing around the room while she's, you know, soothing this child while mass violence is about to occur in this room.
I'm gonna
Barry,
paint
strength
this
brawl.
wall.
Alrighty.
Really, only 7% is Hungarians. Are Hungarian speakers in Transylvania, according to Pixie.
Oh,
Well, it's not according to Pixie. It's according to wherever Pixie
Yeah.
did their research, obviously. But all right, strength brawl. Oh,
the more you know.
Barry, that's absolutely fantastic. You just step over to one of these nuns. You step over to the nun that was previously standing over the cradle and was just standing staring at Acheron, and is now there, just lost. You instantly open your maw, and in a single bite, tear off a woman's arm, then the other, and as she just stands there, screamlessly staring at you, head tilted, you bite off the upper torso and continue munching for the rest of the scene. Although you will be able to talk. Just make sure it's not with your mouth full, Barry. You may slake 5 hunger. What's everyone else doing as the sounds of a nun being carefully, slowly, greedily enjoyed and eaten?
Don't mind me,
I would
these
just-
nunchos hit the spot.
I would
Don't need
just
too many of
have it-
those. That's a bad habit!
I'm
Did
so
you just
tired.
did
I'm
you just
tired.
say
Go home.
nunchos?
He
Yeah.
said
Nunchos.
nunchos. That's what he said. He said
Nunchos.
nunchos. Mm-hmm.
Taking that as a cue, I would just leap down towards one of the other ones and just cut them down with my new fancy feral weapons.
All the
Strength
while,
roll.
just Hungarian lullaby in the air.
If there is a remaining nun, I would
think
like
just
to
the
catch.
one that's knocked out.
Oh God, really? Wait, there's 5 of them.
Yeah. Oh, there
Yeah, I
is
think there's
5.
just
I'm
one
so
left.
sorry. I thought there were still 4. So then
Yeah,
there's
no,
one
the
left.
one left. Shiv, I'm gonna
Yes.
try it with the down.
Well,
I'm just gonna
okay.
tell her to.
Hang on. Let's deal with Roland first.
Fair,
Who has
fair.
walked up to one of these nuns.
Decked her in the
And what was
face.
it you wanted to do? Feed straight away?
No, not feed. I was just gonna
No?
take my new Wolverine claws and just
That's
tear
right.
them apart.
Slice and dice her. That's all.
Slice and dice, exactly.
Just give her the old zing-zazam, you know?
You walk up to this nun and, holding your hands as if you yourself were in prayer, bow before her, and suddenly thrust your hands forward, tearing through the woman's skin and rib cage, pulling apart and tearing through skin as the woman silently drops to the floor, her organs, of course, hitting first with a wet squelch, followed by the woman.
I think
Lovely.
Akron makes their way behind Roland as he does this, and there's just this whispered, "I am so proud of you," and then continues to sing her song to this little child.
Yeah, Ebony, I think you called dibs on the last one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just gonna. I just want to catch her attention with terminal decree. I'm gonna tell her to kill herself.
You know, wait,
Oh
question. Okay.
Kill yourself.
Just do a rouse check, and what are you telling her? I'm not even going to give you a fucking roll for that. That's just fucking evil. I love it. Let's go.
Oh god, there's a lot of things in this room. Wait, didn't the nun that threw me against the wall, didn't she break a bottle?
You did.
Mhm.
Cool. Slit your throat with that bottle.
Split.
Slip.
No, slit.
Slip.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
just
Slip
want to
your
make
throat
sure
in the
that's
water.
what you want this woman to do is slit, because I'm sat here, I'm going through all these different things you could do with broken glass. If you wanted to slit, I'll you know.
I mean, I'm not. Look, I'm. Do you want me to be more brutal with this? I could tell her to eat it. I mean,
Ebony,
Yes.
I was gonna say Ebony is, well, maybe things have changed, but Ebony's not Acheron, so
Ebony is an
make her eat it.
Acheron. That's a lot of sadism. That is more of an Acheron
Mm.
thing to do. I'd say Ebony is a little more. I don't know.
Yes.
Clean.
Merciful.
Clean and quick.
Merciful, yes.
Actually, yeah, a
Take
little
this
bit.
glass shard and stab it through your eyeball until it pierces your brain.
Again, that is definitely
That's a
more
lot more
sadistic.
sadism. Listen, with Ebony is mercy. Mostly, also, we're going to mercy kill this child, as well. But the nun, no, take the glass, slit your throat, end it now.
Yep,
Oh,
she
so
just sort of stare at you, look at you, and then spin instantly. Walk to the kitchen area, picking up one of the more jagged, larger pieces of broken glass, ramming it into the side of her jugular and tearing across her flesh as blood spills down her front, staining the white parts of her habit with dark, sanguine blood, and drops to the floor. Is anyone at hunger 4 or more?
No.
so we're not asking
No,
where Mother
sure.
Superior is. Okay.
Going to find her, Hatfield.
She'll show up eventually.
She's in the church somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, if I
All
go
right.
walk out in that main room and scream Mother Superior, we're gonna find her.
And this child. We will not be killing this child.
What?
There is
I had a
potential
feeling as
here.
much.
Show the damn thing mercy.
Yes, it hasn't done anything. It just exists.
No,
No one should be punished for just existing.
it's not punishment. Trust me. It's mercy. It doesn't deserve to suffer.
Is it suffering?
Yes! It is! There's that
I'm
was like
not
a
telling
real...
you to leave it here.
No, any amount of life like that is suffering. Trust me. I lived it. It may be a slightly different circumstance, but it's the same idea. It will never have a real life.
You used to be a Dampier.
No. No, I was a
being-
cancer
being-
patient.
being kept here essentially. Now, okay. I have a question about Mother Superior above the table. Would you say that this Dampier is like a prized possession of Mother Superior? I'm asking you, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I think even if she fucking hated it and what it represents, it would still come under as a prized possession. You know, because it's that unique. So no matter what, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah.
Let us keep it until we come to Mother Superior. We will throw her off, and I assure you, we will show it mercy. You can see in Acheron's eyes that there's like a sadistic glint there, where you know what they're saying is true. They're going to follow through, but they want it to, quotation, hurt Mother Superior to have been bested, right? And that we have her prized possession. So you see that kind of expression on Acheron's face. So you know what they're saying is true, but also you understand the kind of intention behind them saying, to keep it until we find Mother Superior.
Okay. For the record, I do not like this.
There are lessons to be learned in pain. There's a lesson here. We're going to teach Mother Superior one.
That is the only reason I'm okay with that thing still breathing. However,
Is it breathing?
I think.
It does have a heartbeat.
Huh.
Slow one. I've only heard it beat once so far. Technically, it is alive. And if I understand the law of Dampier enough, it is technically very human.
Yeah, I don't know
Now,
nothing about it except the fact that it was here.
shall we go find Mother Superior?
And
Sure.
then you hear a familiar voice come out from behind you from the stairwell of, "Oh, I don't think you need to look very far to find me."
Just the
And on that
slow
note,
turn.
we'll take a very slow turn break as we discover new memes to talk about during the break. And we'll be right back. Hope.
So I'm holding this baby. Has she looked at the baby at all? At any point?
She's registered the fact that you are holding the baby, walking around with the baby, but her attention is on Ebony.
Okay. Cool. Just trying to get a read of the room. Now these cribs. They're made of wood or metal?
Wood.
Cool. Good to know. I guess for everyone at the table, I just need to know position-wise where you're all at, and then from you, Shiv, I need to know how big is this room?
I've probably toe-to-toe.
Well, I mean, like, if you're thinking about what I think you're thinking about, you're going to be all right to do what I think you're thinking about.
Okay, it's a consideration just in case things.
Yeah. No, I'm not. Unless it's going to be a really stupidly cramped-in thing. Yeah, you're always going to be all right to do that. That's your thing, Acheron. You do your thing.
Beautiful.
Immortal blood being.
Of course. All right, wonderful.
As for where we are, I'm still standing next to that conveniently wooden crib that I yoked the baby doll from.
Okay, all right. So you'd be in front of me, okay? I'm assuming Ebony's also a little bit in front of me, and then Mother Superior's a little bit further that way.
Yeah, I imagine Mother Superior has positioned herself in a relatively strategic position that no one is, one of her sides she doesn't need to worry about whatsoever. She's got all of you on this one side, and she is pacing back and forth, varying speeds.
Okay.
Barry is watching this show and crunching down on popcorn. I mean, viscera.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bones in the mouth. Okay, and then Slip and Roland, where are you at?
Is there any fat in it, Barry? None.
I mean, Slip was so disinterested in what was happening. He's full gargoyle porched in like the corner. Perched. He's perched. What is a gargoyle porch? He's perched.
He's perched on the porch.
He's perched on the back of the
thirsty.
He's perched on the back of a turlet.
I'd be like 10 feet behind Ebony.
My nose again.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, wonderful. So I kind of know the layout of where everyone's at. Ooh, cool.
Oh god.
In this moment, because I see that it very well will pop off, and I need to be able to make moves, I'm actually going to place the baby back in the crib that it was in, now humming that same lullaby. I tuck the baby in, and I'm just like, making sure they have their little toy next to them, being very motherly.
Yep.
And then I turn to face, the coterie and Mother Superior. But the stance is very battle ready.
Oh, I feel like at this point, if Mother Superior and Ebony have been having a slight scripture fight back and forth, at least at the, respect mother and father line, I have a response to that, would just be, I don't respect a failure.
Permission to ominous crunch of a cradle being taken apart.
To what?
Break the cradle.
Oh,
Break
break the cradle.
Yes. The crib. It's made of wood. We're here for a reason.
I'm not even gonna let. Yeah, you absolutely free. You'll be
Thank
able
you.
to break off a suitable sized chunk of wood. Dice roll would be completely superfluous, to be quite honest with you, and an insult if you had a weird fuck up on that just for breaking up a crib. Yeah, absolutely no problem.
I do say in a whisper to Ebony from behind her, do not decapitate her. The idea being this: if you decapitate her, her body immediately turns to ash, and I cannot make you what you want me to make.
I will say Ebony is aware of this and is simply just nodding while listening.
Yeah.
There's a reason we're making a steak.
So
she's gonna feel
Just copying
all of
over the
this.
powers I've got in a more convenient place, so I know which ones to use at the right point. Hope I don't fuck it up.
I will say, so the intent is to fight, yeah?
I don't think she's gonna let us stake her normally. I can try.
I could
Listen,
get-
I can
No, 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 no.
Excuse
that's
me, Mother
fine.
Superior, would
That's
you
fine.
please stand still?
Listen,
Um,
I can
so-
try. I have terminal decree. I can try, but that's
alright.
between me and her. I don't know. I don't know how much power she has.
I could give her a
what
hug,
I'm
make it
going-
easy.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Right.
My intent.
Before you all decide, I'm going to make my move because you've all done some bits. Another superior. Well, look at you, Hatfield. Ad hoc stake in hand, and start to extend all 4 of her fangs and look at you with a predatory stare. You feel the pull of the beast inside of you. So I now have to do. And I'd like you to roll Composure and Resolve, please, Hatfield. Fuck off! Better
Fuck you,
believe
bitch!
Rolling that.
Just-
Fuck
just-
off with your piece of. Okay.
Wow.
What's 5? Well, that's. Yep. Okay.
Here's a question, just for laughs. Can I do it right back at her?
Can you what?
I dread gaze right back at her!
Do you have dread gaze?
Yes!
Fuck you, Mom. Fuck you.
Of course you can then.
I feel bad. My
That's
real mom. I
right.
love her deeply.
Rouse check, please.
Yeah, not real mom. Real mom's
My
great.
real mom. I felt bad saying that. No, my real mom's awesome.
Yeah, no. Mother Superior's garbage, though.
Yeah. Fuck you, Mother Superior.
Shit. He snarls at me, I'm snarling right back. I got teeth too, sucker!
Ooh, can this dread gaze be flavored by the fact that Hatfield is Mithras' vessel? Like for flavor.
Spicy.
It wouldn't add anything
Spice?
mechanically, but just
Yeah,
for flavor, you know?
Yeah. Come on, Hatfield, do your roll. It's
Yeah.
dread gaze, which
Yeah.
is charisma presence.
Aye aye. Where did it go?
Incredibly nervous about
Where
this.
did
I'm
it go?
so nervous.
It'll be in your power. You should.
Yeah,
see
no,
invisibly.
I'm just realizing I didn't have the charisma presence thing clicked properly because I am a hack and a fraud.
Oh, I understand. We're professionals here. I get it.
You know, I'll just do the roll manually. We're rolling d10s here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Thank you.
We're rolling d10s here, right? Oh my god, that's
1, 2,
For
3, 4.
successes.
4. Okay.
how many of those are hunger dice?
I was literally what I was just about to ask. It doesn't make a
2.
big amount of difference. It's 2 of those. We'll say the 8 and the 4.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh no.
Yours also fails.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to work. It's about the principle of the thing.
I mean, I would imagine in real life you just like the whole back
yeah,
at you.
the
And it's like,
growling sounds.
well, this is awkward, isn't it?
It's again, it's not. I am not dread gazing at her with the expectation for it to work. It's, oh, you think you're tough? Yeah, I can do it too.
I think
Yeah.
Barry is going to activate toughness and then go in and just try to like give Mother Superior a big old bear hug.
I'm also going to rouse for toughness.
Okay.
With Barry's permission, can I do something real quick before he goes in for the hug?
Sure, go for it.
I just want to cover her in bees, so she's got a -2 debuff to everything she does. So you can squeeze the shit out of her more easily.
Yeah, she wasn't ready for me to come back with my real family.
Does she get a defense against this? What's the deal with this one? I
Against
can't remember how we
bees?
do
On
this.
Living Hive, it's just she's covered in bees. She can attack the swarm, but they have dice to resist damage. They take reduced damage against certain types. She can attack them, but otherwise they just debuff her.
They basically become a fog of bees around her.
Just
That's
rouse
all.
then, isn't it? That's it, isn't it? It's just rouse.
They're free because they're my familus.
There's no role at all associated with this.
I mean, for season 1 of this show, and then it's always just kind of worked because
Okay,
of the
fair enough.
familus.
That's
because
how it
of
is
the
then.
familus. Yeah, I can roll something if you like.
I wouldn't have a fucking clue what to make you roll, to be quite honest with you, anyway.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just like, I don't think so.
Yeah, well, that's fine. You will be able to open up your chest and release a swarm of bees and envelop Mother Superior. As Barry is going in for the bear hug.
Yep, I guess that would be,
Strength brawl.
yes, sir. I'm gonna do a willpower reroll.
Well, that's
Oh,
a crit.
that's a
Well, I'm
crit.
not even going to bother wasting my time doing a reroll then. Fuck that.
Yeah.
So what would that
Okay,
be?
so that
8?
is 4, 5, 6. 6.
It's
Oh, 7, 8.
yeah, 6 without a crit, and then I think the crit makes it 8, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, Pixie. Against 4. So that's 4. Oh, wait, no. You're going in for the grapple first,
Yeah,
aren't you? Right,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm
okay.
just going in for
It's
a
been a
grapple.
while since we've done combat. I'm so sorry, everyone. I don't know. I'm sorry for existing. One day I won't. No one will be happier but me. You'll be able to step forward, lurching as you do, grasping around Mother Superior, who is unable to resist your overwhelming strength as you restrain her and the little bees around her.
I'm just standing there holding over, like dancing.
Roland!
I'm just gonna leap forward with my feral weapons and just start tearing into Mother Superior.
Don't damage anything useful.
Not useful. Okay, I'll take my luck. Actually, I'll try staking her. I'll try my luck.
Do you
with
have
that.
would?
Would I
There's a
not?
broken
I
crit.
probably would have carried.
Maybe
one
he's
on.
just pleased to see her.
I mean, unless I got shooken down, Roland would have had a stake on him. Honestly.
Mm-hmm. Due to his need for revenge.
Oh.
Yeah. But if not,
I mean,
then-
I let Hatfield just grab a piece of crib and pull it off for free.
True. If
I can't see any reason why Roland couldn't do exactly the same.
yeah.
If nothing else, pass you a piece of the same crib.
Yeah, get you. The last. Oh God, how am I going to say this sentence with a straight face? You
got it.
have no shortage of staking material.
Then I will take an attempt. But seeing as she's secured, I would look at Ebony. Like is this okay? Or do you want the final blow kind of a thing? But
No,
time is of the essence.
Ebony looks at you and just hand forward nods, like, please.
Sweet.
Immobilize her.
Yeah.
Mhm. I'll get the
Pay her
last
with a
bite,
piece of
don't
crib.
worry.
Hopefully.
Dex
might-
melee.
like Dex. I'm gonna rouse.
She's going to have a -1 save. Pixie out here literally taking my thoughts and writing them down. Thank you, Pixie.
I don't think this is gonna work so.
And that's with a -2 success penalty for a cooled shot.
Yes, it is. That's what I was like. Probably not.
I'm going to say that goes to Mother Superior because cooled shot, even though
Yeah.
normally draw to the aggressor, but cooled shot literally meant to be harder, so I'm going to give that to Mother Superior as long as everyone's happy with that.
That's fine.
And you didn't get any, it's just a fail, so you lunge forward, improv stake in hand, aiming directly for where the heart should be. And unfortunately for you, Mother Superior is just able to move the hulk that is Barry out of the way at the last second. At least, though, you spare Barry any damage.
Thank God.
Acheron
Okay, sorry.
hasn't.
I wanted to
hasn't
save you for
gone.
last because I know you're sadistic. And I thought by the time we get round to you, you'll be like, what delicious cherry on top of this remain are you going to do?
Yep. That's fine. You can have Hatfield go before me. That's okay. Yeah, go ahead, Hatfield.
Oh, am I going? Okay.
Yeah, your turn.
I also have the stake.
You okay? Yep. I don't know why I expected more from you, Day. I'm sorry. It's been a while. Melee. One hand dex melee.
Yeah.
-2, and this is going to be at this point for Most Superior -3 penalty in total.
I am not a fan of this woman. I think I would like to rouse.
Ooh, yes.
You know what? Fuck it.
brutal
With -3
kill.
penalty, I'm gonna do the same.
Okay.
You said. Sorry, my brain is melting a little bit. What am I rolling again?
Dex melee.
Thank you.
-1 penalty in total for Mother Superior.
And then modifiers, because rouse.
Plus your blood potency 3, so that's +2.
Okie doke, thank you.
Is it +4 when it goes up to +3? +4 is +4 is +4, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. They're blood leech,
Oh.
so when they rouse, they get 3. Right?
That erases my penalty. So carry on.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Hatfield.
Plus
Regardless,
2?
yeah. No, you get a
+2.
+3 because you're a blood leech.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Hang on. I'll just consult the blood potency chart. I don't know why. It's just
Blood leech, they get +3 because
Not
of their
just
where their
because-
divinity and
blood leech doesn't do anything to a blood surge in and of itself, really.
Yeah, I thought it
does.
just
It does
increased your
increase the blood
blood
potency
potency.
by a +1,
Yeah, it's a plus
which
with
will
the
put
blood.
Right, so if
Hatfield
you
at
were-
+3 blood potency. I'm going to have serious words when you roll 20, which is 3 dice.
Okay.
3 dice.
Yes, I've got this stake, and I would like to apply it directly to the heart, if possible.
got this stake. I'd like
Absolutely.
to apply
Dex
it directly.
melee.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
I am not a
Right,
fan of this
Hatfield.
woman.
rightfully so. She's
Quickly, efficiently,
Okay.
and with all of the venom that has built up over the years under her thumb.
Okay, so 5, 4.
Her fault I'm a dog!
awful.
Yep. I got nothing. Hatfield, having witnessed the sadly failed but very brave attempts at staking Mother Superior, you dive in with your own stake and successfully pierce through the woman's corset, stabbing her in the chest as she freezes on the spot, eyes blank, staring into you.
And just this splintering piece of cradle, just give it a little twist.
It'll crunch and crack under your view, and you know it's tough, and there's a small something that... What would you like to do?
Recall my bees so they're not in the way.
Yep.
Good job, boys.
They were very helpful. Well, I guess put her on the ground.
The bear
Field
will lay her
steps
down
back,
on the ground.
cracking neck.
Acheron,
Yes. I step forward. So I'm hovering over her body. What is it that you want most?
I think Ebony kind of like walks over kind of around Mother Superior and gets like kind of in the, I guess it's on your haunches is when you're like kind of crouched down.
Yeah.
Like that over her body. And then just hand on Mother Superior's hair. And then just looks across the rest of the body up to Acheron. Well, if I'm honest, I think it's time I grew up.
So Acheron will step forward, and the smile on their face is, of course, very sadistic, very shark-like and predator. But they begin with the hair, using essentially their bone blades, right, to scalp this woman. That comes off first. Then Acheron removes the eyelids, pops the eyes out so that they're simply hanging on the nerve. She begins taking the fingernails off of Mother Superior and slowly begins to like flay this woman, remove the flesh from the body, so essentially creating like a bodysuit. And then she cuts several layers of muscle and then cracks open the rib cages and pulls them apart. And then she puts her hand on the heart. Now, my understanding of kindred is if you remove the head or the heart, it turns them to ash. Yes? Or is the heart, it can be outside of the body?
Let's say no.
Okay. The hand is on the heart. I'm looking at her in her eyes, and she is conscious. She's just paralyzed. And I squeeze it so that because she can feel all of this. And so she squeezes it, but then releases the heart. And she begins taking off pieces that she thinks would be useful to Ebony. Does that make sense?
It does. Hang on 2 seconds, though.
Because I know there's like specifically a blood ritual that allows for Heart of Darkness, right? And that allows for the heart to be removed and all that stuff. So I know there's certain things that require like ritual, but otherwise, Acheron is just taking apart pieces that are useful, and by the end, reaches their hand into Mother Superior's mouth, and the bone blades sort of shift.
Roll.
She does? Even though
She does
stayed?
get a roll. Yes.
Okay.
Because you're
Okay.
in close contact with her while she is in torpor. You are close enough that she's got that instinct, the one and only thing that can get you out of torpor, getting too close to a kindred while they're in torpor because they're going to bite. And she gets...
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I guess staking is just torpor, isn't it?
Yeah, staking is just
It's
literally.
not even torpor.
Staking is
torpor
paralysis.
light.
That's paralysis.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just paralyzes them. Yeah, which is fine. This is fine.
Yeah, and like you are forced to spend blood every night to wake up, and you just paralyze and awake while you're staked. And then when you run out of blood, you enter torpor.
Oh, motherfucker. I swear to God, I will punch her so hard to break her jaw.
What is
Honestly,
it's
her
an
jaw
awareness
right
and
now.
what? An awareness and what?
What?
What is this role? Is my question.
She's done resolve and awareness.
Okay.
And she has awakened with a critical. As unfortunately you are near her.
I'm gonna break her
That's
jaw.
okay.
All
It's all
four
right.
of her fangs extend,
Mm-hmm.
and instantly she reaches out to try and bite onto you. Dex and athletics, please.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna rouse the blood. We will be getting hungrier, and that's
At least someone has the
okay.
option to rouse the blood.
It's okay.
Oh. Well.
It's okay.
Well. Uh-oh.
What an interesting result.
Eat the rich, Charlie Brown.
Don't eat her. I need to eat her.
Why isn't she?
I mean,
hang on a minute.
a messy critical won't
Well,
necessarily
her role
make me
is
consume her.
bogged. So first of all, let me re-roll her thing because her roll should be worse than that.
It should be worse.
That's better.
Oh my God.
Because she's at hunger when you're put in that position. When you're staked, your hunger goes up to 5. So she's just rolling all hunger dice rather than her normal.
Oh my God.
Right.
And also,
Which
what I got a
very much
messy
changes
critical on.
this.
Yeah, what I got a messy critical on was to dodge out of the way of whatever she was about to do. That was the Dex and Athletics. So it's
Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry. Do not worry.
I'm in fear.
You will
Listen,
get
I'm in fear, bro. I'm just afraid.
You will get the last bite. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Although if she does get up to like try to bite, bro, I'm about to kick this bitch in the jaw.
Oh yeah. If you think I am not fantasizing about putting my boots.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need her jaw. I can break
Acheron.
it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
This face of pure hunger and hatred snaps at you. You hear the jaws clamp down with mechanical force, but thanks to your supernatural senses, you are easily able to move out of the way. Although you look at this pathetic figure, you look over it, and then you look at the damp here. Unique, you might be the only one that exists. You become obsessed with possessing something in this scene, desiring to add it to your proverbial hoard. This can be anything from an object to a piece of property to an actual person. Any action not taken towards this purpose incurs a 2 dice penalty. This compulsion persists until ownership is established, or the object of desire becomes unattainable. You are suffering from the Zamitzi compulsion, covetousness.
As Acheron feels this go through them, I think flavor-wise, they move with that supernatural speed, and their hand clamps down on Mother Superior's jaw and essentially places her back in that, horizontal position. And she's staring Mother Superior in the eye and begins to, pull apart her jaw and then removes her fangs from...
No. We'll get round to that because this has got to be someone else's turn.
To remove the jaws? I mean, not the jaws, the teeth?
Well, that's gonna end up with you having another roll, and you've just had a roll.
Oh, I understand. Okay, well then my intent.
Yeah.
My intent is to rip her fangs from her mouth.
I don't know if she's going to survive that long, to be quite honest with you. I'm afraid
That's fine,
to say.
that's fine. But just so that you know, the intent is that because canonically, Acheron loves teeth.
Mm.
So the item she covets is Mother Superior's teeth. And so that's
Okay.
the intent. You guys would see Acheron pulling apart her jaw to reach in and begin pulling out the teeth. You do whatever. But that's the intent.
Ebony.
I mean, immediate response is to kick her in the jaw.
Strength,
That's all
bro.
yeah, just like all I can think to do.
Yeah.
Oh
I don't
god,
fucking
this
blame
is...
you. This fucking undead nun's just returned back to fucking life, tried to eat your fucking friend. I don't blame you for kicking it in the goddamn mouth. What else will you fucking do? Honestly, that seems normal.
I'll be rolling 1 dice.
I mean, she's paralyzed, so
This doesn't seem normal.
I missed. Did not make it. Bro, 1 dice. I did no damage. I did nothing.
You step forward and instinctively, without even thinking, you let your foot fly through the air and try to hit Mother Superior as hard as you can in her face. Unfortunately for you, she is too quick and moves swiftly out of the way as you impact with nothing, but at least you remain on your feet.
Bitch, you should be paralyzed. What the fuck?
So Acheron is now. We'll say that Acheron is now on top
Hang
of
on,
her.
hang on, hang
holding
on.
Her jaw.
I think Mother Superior should get a turn at least.
She's paralyzed, right?
Isn't she paralyzed?
Eyes.
We staked her.
Do you not remember the roll that she won to get out of it with the crit?
Well, I didn't
Oh, I
know
didn't
you
realize-
Hold on,
okay.
hold on. Hi, I'm very
She got a
confused.
crit.
I thought that was to wake up from torpor, not being staked.
Yeah, I didn't realize you could force.
I didn't even know there was
piece
a
of
way
wood
to get out
your
of that.
heart.
I thought it was instant. You're fucked.
You get the roll.
You can
We'll
use
do this
flexible.
after the game. How does that sound? And we'll play the game now?
Okay.
Yeah, we're just confused.
Okay, yeah. So, she can't rouse. She's stuck on the floor.
Mhm.
I don't know who's going to... Barry must be nearest, because Barry was previously grappling her. And I think in her frenzied state, the only thing that she could possibly do... Oh, this is such a fucking waste of time. Is to try and pounce onto Barry and feed upon him. This is such a fucking waste. But it's the only thing that makes sense. Strength brawl versus strength brawl, Barry.
You know what? I've got hunger to spare. I'm gonna rouse.
I haven't.
Strength ball.
You know what? With that amount of successes as well, I think it makes perfect sense that she's just going to stumble forward, absolutely starved, completely ravenous, unable to control herself. So much so that she just simply stumbles into you, and you are easily able to restrain her. Who
Can I
wants
just
to do something to this?
pick her up by the scruff of her neck? Someone want to do something with her?
Remove her teeth.
Fucking take the stake out and shove it in deeper. Like, bitch, fuck you.
True.
Restake the bitch? Like, stop moving. God damn it.
You have to take the stake out, put it back in. At this
she's-
point, she is restrained.
already
Anything you
moving,
want to do to
yeah.
her is near enough a free maneuver.
Yeah, I'm like, she's already been moving. Barry now has her. Fuck it, I'll do it again. I was like, bitch, stop fucking
I mean,
moving.
staking her is going to be completely superfluous at this point.
Oh, alright, then fuck it, I guess.
You know, the only thing that's going to change is the fact that she isn't screaming.
Oh. Hold on, this is actually... Okay, hold on. So currently with it in her, she cannot scream at me, right? Or do I have to redo it to make sure she can't say anything? I'd love it if
you'd
I
have
don't
to
have to hear the woman talk.
you would have to redo it. But what I'm trying to tell you is, there's no point redoing it. You're not going to gain anything
But
because
I don't
she
have
is
to listen to her
restrained right
yell.
now, and the only thing that's going to be different is that she's not restrained, but she can't do. What do you want to do to this woman? Basically, how do you want to kill her? Is what I'm asking.
Well, I gotta make sure I have all the parts first. I don't know how far along the disassemblation we got.
There's not much for left. She's been skinned. She looks like, oh my god, she would probably look like Frank from Hellraiser after like one victim has been fed to him.
I'm kind of shocked you didn't go for Hellraiser 2 because that's actually the woman. But fucking
yeah.
Jesus. All right, hold on. I have a legitimate question. If I eat her now, do all the parts that Acheron pulled off disappear?
I mean, if they've been separated from the body, they would have turned to ash, yeah, already.
Wait.
But I think Akron used flesh crafting to graft it to.
I didn't know the process, like how. I see, now I'm confused on how long all of this was taking. I've lost on time. If
The
I have
idea
her
was
body
to
parts
take-
already,
Can we
The-
eat
I'm
her
fine.
after doing magic surgery?
yeah, if
Yeah,
I've
the
already
idea
had
was
the
to
magic
take- Yeah.
surgery, then all right. If I'm already good and happy with it, then bet I'm eating the woman.
That's free. For
Yeah,
you to
but
just
only
sit
as
there,
long as I've
drain.
gone through magic surgery. Well, I'm about to go through magic fast heal as I devour this woman's soul because fuck you, bitch. I'm done.
You're going for the Diablerie? First of all, slake 5 hunger.
You think I wouldn't
Mhm.
with this woman? Oh hell no.
Right. Now, we'll do the maths first because Diablerie is just like all these things, and then I'll give you the fluffy description after the maths has been done. So, strength resolve 4 times, please.
Hold on. Strength and resolve?
Mm-hmm.
This for the Diablerie.
I know. I just wish it wasn't strength.
You might have to rouse the blood.
And
for
you
this.
can rouse, yeah.
Oh, all right. Hold on.
Yeah, you
hold
can
hold
rouse on all these rolls.
All right. I'm rousing the blood because oh fuck this.
And you've still got 2 rerolls banked.
Ooh, all right. Well, I'm rousing the blood on this. Strength. So got a 4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna rouse the blood again. Because why the fuck not?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get eaten myself. Bet. Nope. Me trying to click without fucking failing and my hand is shaking.
You're good.
My hand
you're
is
good.
shaking, by the way. This is really hard.
You're doing great.
I'm gonna re-roll that because I don't trust it.
Okay.
Okay, well, that didn't matter.
I didn't see the reroll.
It's almost identical. It's the same amount of successes.
You could willpower reroll.
Oh,
couldn't you?
shit! Yeah, okay. Wow, that did confuse me.
You can re.
Oh, I could.
willpower
Yeah,
reroll.
I thought you were going to do the willpower reroll.
Oh, I can. All right, ignore that rouse. That rouse is for the
Yeah, I'm
last
going
one.
to ignore that second one.
I'll willpower reroll.
All right.
All right. Fair
Now, if you
enough.
want to use one of the rerolls, you can use one of the rerolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clicking. Wish this was easier. Oh.
Okay, now would you like to willpower re-roll any of those?
You could do the 2 and the 4.
Yeah, because I don't trust this bitch. I don't trust anything.
Yeah,
2 and the
if
4.
she takes you over,
Alright,
we will have to eat you.
Alright, that's a 4. I'll accept the 4. 4 is probably fine. This is fine.
And one more, please.
Alright. I already did that step for that. Yeah. Please.
And sticking with it or re-rolling?
Reroll it too.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll that too. Please, I don't want to die. Fuck. All right, health 3 is fine. What was that? 4, 5, 4, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Ebony,
fine.
as you begin to feed from Mother Superior, you know you have drained every single drop of blood from this body. You look at the exposed chest, the damaged heart, still splintered by a piece of wood, and drink deeper, watching as the woman's heart begins to shrivel even more, and straight down your gullet, lose 1 point of humanity. And I would like you to roll your humanity, whatever it is now, plus your blood potency.
Oh, I'm doing math. My blood potency plus my humanity?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if your blood potency is at 2, that's 2 dice, and then whatever amount of filled boxes for humanity is the amount of dice you would add. And then you would just... Yeah. It's going to be like a custom roll with your d10s.
Oh. Why? I only got 2 out of that.
Would you like to re-roll any of those? Well, no, I shouldn't ask you that yet. Okay.
Someone make her re-roll!
Mm-hmm.
So would you like to re-roll any of those?
You can roll those 3.
Yeah. Maybe I can get lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay.
That was actually shocking. I think I still lost though, didn't I?
Oh, yeah. 5 to a 6.
You can use one of the re-rolls. There is only one remaining.
Well, I mean, I don't want to die.
Take it.
You could just play Mother
I mean,
Superior
it could be
instead.
more interesting if you let this... to take it from Noscavian, it could be more interesting if you just let this one go.
I'm not turning into... This is going to be bad. I'm quitting.
Listen, if she turns into Mother Superior, both Hatfield and Acheron are about to do something real crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't.
This is it. I'll be like, hey, bye,
Well, I'm
guys,
looking
see you
at her
later.
sheet and I'm like, that isn't bad. That isn't bad sheet.
But yeah, you can do it.
If I could take her sheet and keep myself, I'd love it, but...
Do those same rolls.
Fucking type.
That same...
Sadly, outside of a country and western song, that doesn't exist.
Alright, I'm gonna take the fucking reroll, please. 1, 2, 3. And then I can reroll some of those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear God, that's a lot of fuck. That's it. That's all I got. I can't reroll anything past this.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh,
It's a 7, baby.
oh.
Or, well, it's a crit, so it's actually what? 9?
7, isn't it?
It's 7. It's 7. It's 7 because there was a 3 in the original, and that alone is 4. So it's 7.
Yeah.
Oh. I think my heart is dying.
You did it. Babies popularize their first person.
Yeah, I think that, oh shit, this is the first time I've done it.
Welcome to the club.
So you got 7, Mother Superior got 6.
Yes.
You get 5 XP, which you can use to spend on Dominate, Fortitude, Presence. and you may lower your generation. As you begin to drink the very soul of Mother Superior, feeling it soak into your very being as you consume the essence that was your sire.
Sorry, player needs a minute.
Mhm.
I
The big gulp.
big gulp. I feel like after that's over, I feel like there's a little bit of like that stumble backwards.
Mhm.
Not, I mean, the mental fight that just went on is insane. I think Ebony ends up on the ground, just sort of staring at the fucking corpse that I assume is at this point just disintegrating.
It would have very quickly turned to ash, and then that small pile of ash would have been picked up by an unseen wind, leaving only a small few grains on the floor. Socrates
There's
loves
a
that shit.
Well
there's a
done.
metallic clicking coming from Acheron because they didn't get the teeth.
Uh,
How you
okay.
doing, Ebony?
I have one of the worst headaches I've ever had. And I think I'm in shock?
Well, you're
Hmm.
still you.
Yes, I am. That was harder than I thought it would be. That was kind of scary, actually.
The look on Hatfield's face is somewhere between a grin and a sneer, but Ebony is given a pat on the back.
And euphoric.
Scary and euphoric. I am
Acheron,
scaroused.
Acheron is now hovering over the child. I didn't get my teeth. Yeah, Acheron is
Well,
agitated.
this would also solve your compulsion. You're no longer under the compulsion. But I would imagine that isn't really gonna help.
I mean, it's
Acheron
still
being pissed
it's still,
off.
some meaty
You
shit,
missed out on your trophies. Yeah. I just want you to know
Yeah.
you're not under a compulsion. You're good.
Yeah. But yeah, when Ebony gets their bearings, Acheron is staring at the child. There's probably two eyes on the back of Acheron's like shoulder blades that are blinking slowly.
Oh, the child just let out like a little gurgly laugh.
Oh no. Oh no. It's cute.
All right.
I pick up
It
the baby.
shits itself. I don't
Why
know.
does it have a little hat on?
I pick up the baby and I'm looking at the baby, and I say to Ebony, "Are you sure of what you want to do?" And I turn with the baby in my arms to look at Ebony.
I think Ebony is gonna walk up to Acheron, kind of looking at the baby, and then looks up at Acheron and just, you know what kind of life it's going to have. Nothing deserves that. It belongs in no world. No one will accept it. It will suffer for its entire existence.
Suffering is important.
Not in my opinion. If I could stop them from suffering, then I want to stop them from suffering.
After a moment, Acheron will nod and will just begin to walk to sort of like maybe like a back room area that might be in this sort of basement space. With the assumption that Ebony would follow. And they've
Yeah.
begun singing that same lullaby again. And they disappear into the back room.
And Ebony disappears with, gently humming along with the lullaby.
And a few appropriate minutes later, the room is silent, and the pair walk out from the back room and reunite with the rest of the coterie. What would you all like to do?
First things first, Ebony's going to be leaning on Hatfield because, ow. I am in a lot of pain and a lot of mental pain. I feel partially great, but I also feel like I drank too much. And I did, in
A
fact,
tummy
get
ache.
thrown into a wall today.
Yeah, Hatfield's just sort of there being a humanoid wall, just sort of staring vaguely at the no longer pile of dust on the ground.
Barry will give Ebony like a light punch on the shoulder, like, "Hey, now you're part of the club."
Ebony just shatters them.
Ebony's shoulder shatters.
Huh. I'm part of the club.
Yeah, we've all eaten people, drank their souls. Well, now you have too.
Of all of us?
Well, Roland hasn't.
Oh,
But there's still time.
Roland's not part of the club yet. Yet.
Not yet. Not yet. True.
There's still
Maybe one day.
time.
What's our next move?
ST, how much night do we have left? Like when we get up from out of this basement and we're like in Mother Superior's office, look out the window, how much night? Or she has a clock. What's on the clock?
You're not stupidly low on time, but it's getting there. It's getting there. You've probably got you're comfortable to do something else. Put yourself, yeah.
I think
I wouldn't say-
Acheron
yeah.
says. Acheron says, the place I would take you all is a safe haven for Bahari. Hence why I know it will not be found. But it will require you to give some blood for entrance, for the protection. If it is all agreeable to you, we can go there.
That's when Barry says,
Barry doesn't know what he's gonna say. No, I'm kidding.
Bahari, they're the gardeners, right? Gardens are good.
We might
Gardens
want
are
to
always
check up
good.
on Granny, though,
Oh,
shouldn't we?
right. Okay. While you guys go do that, I'll go check on Granny.
Yeah,
You will
because
not be.
I'll catch up with you
will not
guys.
be able to. You will not be able to find the safe haven.
Okay, well,
especially
if we're
considering
going
as
to say-
Acheron's haven got hit, anything connected with us, we want to check in on Granny.
So we can all go to check on your grandmother, and then after that, go to the sacred space.
Well, maybe you can give me, like, we can meet up someplace. I'll go check on Granny, and then we meet up someplace, and then we go to the special garden place.
So I can't really split myself to take 2 different groups via oubliette.
Let us all go to Granny. You
good?
can stay.
Okay,
You can
previously
stay-
you was like begging us to go check in on your granny.
Well, yeah, I don't think he wants to get firebombed because he wants to check on her, though.
No, but like we have all been there. She's gonna get firebombed. She's gonna get firebombed because she's her kid's granny.
I'm sorry. Sorry to be difficult. We can all go check on Granny, but maybe if you guys just, like, wait outside the restaurant or something.
Yeah.
I want to have, like, a personal
Oh, yeah.
conversation.
We'll stay in the tunnel. Don't worry about it.
Of course, that's fine. All right then, we move.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. What's the most expensive looking fucking thing in this office?
Ebony.
Something of value.
Oh,
Other
Ebony.
than
I mean,
Well, we're already
Well,
taking that with
I've
us,
already
so.
I already got ebony.
Oh, and-
I need something of value to Mother Superior.
Okay.
Does
I mean,
Mother
you
and
did
Superior...
steal her hair. You did steal her hair.
And
oh, I
so
stole
did-
more than that, bro. This dress don't fit the best right now.
Does Mother Superior have, like, a solid gold gem-encrusted crucifix?
No, this okay.
It's not.
Memes
It's
aside.
not gold, but there is
This
a
is a-
copper brass
No.
one on the wall. Yeah.
Now, Shiv. Let me just say something. Now, I'm not saying it's solid. It's probably plated, but this is a Catholic church, and I assure you, there is absolutely a gold cross in this room with jewels in it. It doesn't have to be solid, and probably plated, but it is in here because I've seen it every goddamn fucking Catholic church I've ever been in.
There is a gold foil covered crucifix. It's chocolate on the inside.
Jesus Christ! I'm just asking for a
Cool.
plating. Fuck.
So Acheron.
Not the hollow kind either.
Acheron will take. If that is the only thing of value to Mother Superior that is in this room, Acheron will take it.
Can we rip the secret switch off the wall? I want to rip the secret switch off the wall. The
The
crucifix
answer
was
is
the
yes.
secret.
I don't even think I. Are you gonna do it, Hatfield?
I mean, it's like it. Seeing as it's like tied into the mechanism to open the secret door, we'd kind of have to rip it out of the wall, wouldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Strength and strength.
While everyone's doing something, I'm just gonna sit in Mother Superior's chair and just be like, "Yeah, bitch, what now?"
Yeah, I'm just casually ripping this off of the wall and handing it to Acheron.
Woo!
I will take it.
Hatfield, you not only successfully rip the crucifix off of the wall neatly and tidily, but you find that stashed behind it, possibly unknown to even Mother Superior, so well hidden that it was, you find a small glass vial with a very familiar, very dangerous substance floating inside, silvery and glittering under the light. Astrolite.
Ah.
Enough to blow you, the coterie, the church, probably the city, into space.
Dang!
It's a lot of
Now
astrolite.
whatever was she
And there is
going
still
to
an
use it
unconscious
for?
nun in the basement. We're going to
That's
call
fine.
her Flo.
Oh,
Sister Flo will be fine. Sister Florence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Acheron will turn to Slip and say, "I think we're ready to go."
Right then, to the restaurant.
Grandmother. Yes.
All right then. Finally, peel myself off the wall and start wobbling back to the office where we know the oubliette entrance is.
Yep.
Poor Slip.
It's okay. I'm
And
He
wobbling
will
right
wobble,
next to you.
but he doesn't go down.
And in this instance, I would normally make you roll, but I'm not going to let you roll. You're going to automatically be able to find the entrance back again. Lift up the same trapdoor. Look down again. It's not that one. You look to the secret door that took you down where you had the confrontation with Mother Superior, and suddenly there is a new staircase. A familiar one, made of stone, that leads into the catacombs that is Oubliette.
Thank you, Story Daddy. All right, everyone, this way, please.
Oh my.
We move.
The bomb!
Someone's getting an XP point.
Mhm.
Where? What do you think was the plan with that? Akron is like, as we're like going down, is like looking at the vial.
Yeah, Hatfield just got that glitter in the eye.
I'm not going to lie to you. I have no idea. That's just weird.
Could prove useful later.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it could. The manic grin is back, but this time there's a very obvious reason for it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. I just realized all my clothes have to get retailored. My body type's different now.
Yes.
Yuck.
Not to worry. I
Yuck.
can help you with that.
Dungeon Mommy
Yeah.
and Story Daddy.
Oh my.
That was a very different version of Ghostbusters.
Oh god.
Slope finds my art grotesque.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
I don't know.
My new appearance.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, more that just she was gross, and now you are, you know.
I only took pieces.
Bleh,
Mhm. Just enhance, that's all.
bleh.
I mean, hey, putting them to better use, right?
Hands.
Also, please, do you know how long I spent as literally flat-chested? Let me enjoy having tits.
I'll always remember you as a door. I'd pat
That's
you on the back,
hurtful,
but
sir.
I don't know which one that is.
That's hurtful, Slope. Don't be a bully.
It's really painful, okay?
Welcome back.
They look very pretty on you.
I mean, sure. You bolted tits on, sure.
Not
Look, I just
bolted.
look like a fucking adult, alright?
Oh
Always
yeah,
look
Akron
like
out
an
here with the
adult.
staple gun.
I
I've
didn't
never
feel
used
like
staples to put pieces on. My craft is perfection.
Well, either way,
Barely
after we
have
get
a
out of
scar.
here, we can go shopping for
Mhm.
you. Get you something
Yeah.
nice. Or we'll be dead. Either way, it wouldn't matter soon.
You know, that's the good point. That's the good point.
Yeah, we move through the oubliette to Grandmama's place.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
What? Nope.
This is not this is not a tunnel that I have been to or cleaned up yet, so this is all fresh to me.
Oh, good.
Oh, well, you know what? You know what? It was only a matter of time. When you became custodian, it was all the warnings about how dangerous this place can be.
Yeah. Alright.
Wits and awareness, please, Slip.
I will be arousing for this. Boobadoop.
You are as aroused as the rest of us are after watching Oscavian down that drink.
Shit!
Follow me and please stay close. Step where I step. Don't touch anything.
Yes, all right. Yeah, all right.
You'll be able
We
to
do that.
safely navigate your way through the trap-infested, forgotten-about tunnel. Every so often, Slip is able to show a bit of initiative and just trigger off one of the remaining traps quite safely in front of you all, just to demonstrate just how much danger you are all actually in and how much you do in fact need Slip still this very night. Until finally, you reach the end of the tunnel, climb up the ladder, and find yourselves out in front of the Beam family restaurant that has been closed for the night.
Custodies in 10th edition
Chairs
40k
overturned and
competitively.
stacked up on the dining table inside. Barry goes around to the back way to see if he can find his way in through the delivery entrance. The wide alley is almost silent were it not for the puddles slowly filling up from the constant light drizzle in the city air. Barry steps up the concrete steps and uses his keys to enter through the delivery entrance straight into the kitchen, filled with well-kept knives, cleavers, and more, each one sparking fond memories working with your grandmother, as she teaches you the family secrets to the best cuts of meat. As your eyes wander, your mind fill fond memory. You hear the opening of a door as Grandma steps into the kitchen. "Oh, Barry, you shouldn't have come. What? Why are you here? Aren't you in trouble?"
No, Grandma, I'm not in trouble. Slip is in trouble. I just, we're gonna be, the Kodoi and I, we're gonna be laying low for a while, and I just, wanted to say, goodbye, and I wish you well, and I'm gonna be quiet for a little while, so you might not hear from me for some time.
Everyone's talking about it, Bartholomew. Everyone. I've been so worried about you. I nearly felt my heart beat.
Oh, you don't have to worry about me, Grandma. It's Slip that's in trouble, but since we want to stay together as a Kodoi, we're all gonna kind of go on the run.
Well, where are the others, Bartholomew?
Oh, they're outside.
Outside now?
Yeah, I figured I was just gonna, have a private conversation. Just wish you the best. Give out hugs and goodbyes.
She'll start wandering around the kitchen and idly touching various pots and pans and letting a finger trail over a knife handle. You know you mean everything to me, don't you, Bartholomew?
Yeah, Grandma. You mean a lot to me, too.
The way you took to the family traditions was remarkable, like a duck to water, and I was so glad to see that our legacy was safe. You made me so proud, and I was hoping one day to be able to hand over the family cookbook to you, and maybe one day you'd even able to make your own recipes. I had such high hopes, Bartholomew. You know I'm sorry for letting you down. I really wish you hadn't come. You're far too sweet for your own good. As two soldiers clad in dark armor that hide any exposed skin step out of the same door that grandmother walked out from. One stands behind her, using her as cover as she shamefully avoids making eye contact with you, while the other advances towards you.
What kind of soldiers do these look like?
I'm sorry?
What kind of soldiers do these look like?
The bad kind.
Like Inquisition soldiers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I tell what kind of weapons they have? Does one have a flamethrower?
No.
No, okay.
None of them have anything that's like this obvious massive assault rifle, which is probably, throwing you off a bit.
Yeah.
But the one coming towards you right now, he has like a pistol on his in a holster, but he isn't drawing it.
Okay. I think I will rouse the blood for toughness, and yeah, I guess I guess I'm gonna attack the nearest one. Maybe I'll try to like rip off a helmet or something, expose some flesh. Well, no, I'll just punch him. I'll make it easy.
Yeah, all right.
I can't really bite him.
Strength brawl.
Yeah, hold on. First let me rouse the blood for my fortitude thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright. Strength brawl.
Bad, not bad. Oh fuck it, why not? I'm gonna willpower 3 of them. Helped. Barry! Anger courses through your very being. You clench your fist and using all of your fury, throw it through the air, impacting straight into the man's head. You crack some of the goggles around him, but it doesn't fall off.
Okay.
Just trying to think. Let's see. I think the guy who you clobbered, he's gonna skip his turn. His mate, he's gonna be looking at you. He's gonna be looking. He doesn't like the way that this fight's going already. Straight away, he goes very, very pale. Blood seems to be rushing to his eyeballs. And suddenly you don't feel quite as powerful as you once did. Can't quite put your finger on what's changed, but you know that something has changed.
Okay. Can I still use disciplines, or...
Pardon, sorry?
Can I still use disciplines?
You can still use disciplines, but any discipline you have now that was active has been deactivated.
Okay. Okay.
Ruin my fun asking that question.
In that case, I think if it's... Is it my turn again?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the SI agent that did something to me. I'm gonna kind of like look at myself like, what'd you do to me? And then I will try to activate potence and like prowess, and then I will punch him harder.
Rouse check. You're gonna punch the guy that's using your grandmother as a human shield.
He's using grandma as a human
Which,
shield?
to be honest with you, I wouldn't object to after the amount of shit that this woman's given you. Just saying is all. 2 birds, 1 fist.
If
There's
only...
a video that's very similar to that online. Don't watch it.
If only I had Fist of King. I don't. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna try to grab... I guess I'll just try to punch him. He's yeah. I'll help Grandma out later.
Okay. I just to clarify, do you want to Do you want to punch through Grandma's horrible double-crossing face, or do you want to be all like, I still love you, you're still family, and then just go for the other guy?
Well, someone's got to take up the being family mantle. So yeah, I'm gonna punch through the face.
That's what I wanted to hear. Strength brawl.
Okay. Okay, and that rouse was for my potence. That was a success. I'm gonna go ahead and rouse the surge. Okay, that was a success. And potence only adds to the damage, so I'll go ahead and roll strength ball. Strength. And my 3 for rousing. Okay, and then my potence is 3. So that's 3 extra successes on top of that.
This worked out so. I'm gonna. The only reason I'm gonna roll is just so you can see how.
I'll just
how
yell.
much you have.
I'll yell, "Duck, Grandma," and I'm not gonna stop.
Grandma does not duck.
Yeah.
Your fist comes hurtling through the air, faster than a meteorite from space. It goes so fast, it completely annihilates your grandmother's head before you even realize that you have murdered this woman. The body falls to the floor, turning to ash before it even hits the floor. Your fist makes impact with the man behind her, successfully smashing against his chin, turning it into nothing but goo that dangles from the small connection of flesh between his upper jaw and lower. All he can do is whine and murmur as he falls to the floor, choking with blood spilling out of the remains of his mouth. There's one guy remaining. It's simply a case of how do you want him to die?
I think Barry will pick him up, rip off the helmet, and then just eat his head. Just chop.
Completely free as you just open your maw and start to tear off pieces of flesh.
Yeah.
It's like 5 hunger. And as you finish consuming the agent, you stand up. To your left, the same door that your grandmother walked through just a few minutes earlier is now leaking a thin veil of red mist being pumped into the room. You turn your head to the right, you see the Bean family.
Cookbook?
Yeah,
Right.
I was going to say menu. That's not the right word, though, is it? That's after the cookbook.
I will grab the cookbook and then try to get back to the coterie and leave.
Yep, no problem whatsoever. You'll be able to get out there and onto the streets of the city. Light drizzle air saturating your clothes once more as you reunite with your coterie. I assume that you would like to go back through the tunnels and start to make your way to wherever this safe haven is. And as you are walking through the Nosferatu tunnels on your way to the Bahari safe haven, what would you all like to talk about?
The moment Barry gets back to us, there'd be the moment of like, so how'd it go?
It went pretty well. Not as well as I had hoped. Yeah, little hiccup. Unfortunately,
You're covered in blood, Barry.
Yeah, you've got red on you.
It's not my blood.
Uh-huh.
I
Right?
assumed so.
Is it your grandmother's blood?
No, that's the ash.
Oh. Okay.
Oh. Oh.
So this hiccup, huh?
Oh yeah. Apparently, some SI soldiers in like, I don't know, what do you call that, riot gear or something like that, was used my grandma as a trap. So yeah, she apologized to me, and I cracked the one SI agent's helmet, but then the other SI agent did something weird to me, and like, I don't know, like weakened me, or my powers weren't working right. So I punched through Grandma's head and through his head, and killed them both, and then I ate the other one.
You know, I think she'd be proud of you.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, Grandma always
I'm
said
saying-
she wanted me to take on the family legacy. So, you know, I did that. She's proud of me.
Yeah.
I'm down with it.
Harry,
Yeah.
Pats him on the back.
how... Your grandmother has no problem consuming anyone. She didn't consume these two. Why is that?
Maybe it was all the, like, riot gear and, like, armor they had. Like, they were armored head to toe. I had to punch through the armor to get to the, like, the good bits, you know? It's kind of like, instead of a normal man, it's like a giant crab man that you have to, like, get through the hard carapace before you can get to the good insides.
And you said they did something where you couldn't use your tricks.
Yeah, well, I toughened myself up in case they attacked me. Apparently they weren't able to. But the one guy did something, and I could feel myself weaken. And then I can't have that. So I had to kill him first.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he had Grandma as a hostage. So I had to punch
faced
through
the
her.
Inquisition. I faced the Inquisition before. They have a number of special interest humans working for them with psychic abilities and the like, pyrokinetics and shit like that. So
I see.
Yeah, it must have been one of
Now that
those
explains that.
psychonauts that you were talking about, Slip. That's what it was.
So
Akron will look to Slip and describe to you the sort of forest area that is near the Bahari Haven.
let
So
me
that you
see
can
what
actually-
I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, see how close I can.
Yeah.
Ah!
What is it, Slip? Are you having
Slip.
trouble?
You pick a random door and open it up, and are immediately attacked by a large collection of old rusted copper kettles, pots and pans that startle you more than anything, but sadly present no tunnel for you to walk through.
All right.
I am picking up one of these kettles.
Crazy.
Okay.
Take a moment to repack the storage cupboard and then
Sans the kettle that has been stuffed into my backpack.
yeah. Let's try a different door. God damn, alright.
Okay.
Can you
We're
guys
having-
tell I haven't been in this area yet?
Yeah. It seems
Yeah.
brand new to you, certainly.
I get so little
It's
free
alright.
time.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, we're
fuck.
very successful this time around, I guess.
I just needed the sound effect. Sorry, I needed that.
You're good.
It's satisfying. Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, a messy critical. Okay. Slip, you open the door. And before you, all of you, is a very small, private, mood-lit, critical care unit. Several kine have been laid out on hospital beds or on life support machines, but there's no staff anywhere. There's seemingly no camera. Perfectly good little snacky poos just lying out on hospital beds for you all.
Hmm.
What would
Acheron
you like
is
to do?
at 3 hunger. They go and have a bite. At 3 hunger, we gotta do something, guys. So Acheron says, "All right, well, hold on," and you see them like their eyes looking very hungry, and they go into the space to the kind that is closest to the oubliette door.
Half your
You'll
feet
extend
step out to stand watch.
all
Throwing
4
back
of your
words.
fangs, and you will be able to bite into this person, drinking their life-giving fluid as the body warm liquid flows down your gullet. How much hunger would you like to slake?
Only 2.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
Heads or tails?
Tails.
Anyone else care to feed?
These are people. Slip feeds on animals only.
No one else feeling a little bit peckish? Perfectly good little snacks just laid
Not to
out
my taste.
there.
My palate is
Akron's
too
found them
refined.
quite satisfying.
No, it's just me.
Very well.
It's just me.
And you'll proceed onwards through the small room to the door on the other side, which immediately opens to the Bahari safe haven that you have been told about. I don't believe I could do this justice, and if you would care to describe,
Yes.
I couldn't even find a decent enough picture.
Yeah, so it exits out into what just looks like a very dense forest. And up ahead a little bit of ways, you see a bunch of ruins of what probably was like a temple or a church of some kind at one point. And Akron leads you through it. You can see that, like, a lot of the earth within is covered in like a layer of water just from, naturally the rainy weather here in England. So they, for a little bit, are kind of like looking around until you see what in its heyday would have been like a door into a basement. And she leads you down there. And as you go, you begin to see that there's growth of like vines and whatnot down here that doesn't quite make sense because it's a basement, but it's like poking through the earth and covering the walls, so it just looks like a room filled with ivy. And eventually Acheron is like feeling along the walls until they find what is engraved into the wall, the Bahari symbol for a sacred space or safe haven. And then Acheron takes out a dagger from their little like thigh holster situation. And you can see it's a very like ceremonial looking dagger. And they turn to you all and say, "You will have to sacrifice some of your blood to get in. Is that all right with you?"
I don't mind waiting back in the oubliette. You all know where it is.
This is for all of us, eh? If you choose to
Well,
stay
can I-
in Oubliette, that's fine. But
Yeah. Well, unless you're saying
Right.
that my boon can be cashed in to avoid paying this, I'll be back in the
it is
Oubliette.
not... Right, Alright. Anyone else?
Sure. I'd like to go see the garden. These gardens seem like a nice thing.
Alright, then.
I'm
Oh, go ahead, Ebony.
I'm just not really sure what option I have other than to just give my blood.
Alright, then. If there's no other things that need to be said, Acheron runs the dagger over their palm and will rouse for the blood to move through their body and out the wound. That's fine. They
Good thing
place
you
their
ate that
hand.
patient.
Yes. Places their hand on the symbol, and you see that, like, it's not so much that there is glowing, but it's clear, like, the earth is drinking up Acheron's blood, and there's the sound of, like, stone shifting. And the ivy itself sort of, like, parts with that stone to where you can see inside is a haven, and it looks like if you were to take sort of I know, almost like a rainforest, you know what I'm saying, like in terms of how much shrubbery and water and things that are in here, but it's in this cavernous space. And they walk through just enough to be inside the doorway, and then we'll hold out a hand for whoever is next to come in.
I'll go next.
We'll take Roland's hand, slice into the palm, and squeeze so that they rouse and the blood is able to drip on the, like, essentially the plants itself, and it drinks it up as the token.
Roland, rouse check,
protection.
please.
Yes, sure.
A cursed hunger game.
Oh, yeah.
You are pulled in.
Barry will go next.
Very, the same thing. Bleeds it onto the plants and pulls you in. Yeah. You can tell too, like, the air in here is like muggy, the way it would be in like a rainforest. It's like very humid here, and there's like a constant fog and mist sort of rolling through it.
Ebony?
You two
Hatfield?
coming?
I'm just gonna, like, Ebony looks at Hatfield. Looks
Yeah,
at the thing. What do you think?
Edward just sort of looks at the thing, looks to slip. You're not going?
No. I will not sacrifice anything to the Dark Mother.
Think, yeah. Don't want to leave him alone, you know?
I see. Acheron does not hide their disappointment.
Ebony, like, touches on Hatfield's shoulder. Watch after him and keep yourself safe. And then she proceeds to walk forward and hold her hand out to Acheron.
Acheron will do the same movement, and when she pulls Ebony in, the stone begins to shift and go back into place. the ivy on the outside, like what Hatfield and Slip would see, is the ivy almost like grows back into place to hide it. Those of you that are in here with me, you realize this is like not just a haven or a sacred place. Like this is almost like its own temple to the Dark Mother. So there is like feminine imagery of what they imagine the Dark Mother looks like, and like you see that it was like stone idols kind of amongst all the plants. Every once in a while you'll see like a snake moving within the water. There's no sound of like lots of animals or anything in here. It's just like every so often you might hear like a chitter of a bug or something like that, but this is very much like an underground space. You are protected from the light in here, so
This is nice. This is some sort of like tropical garden kind of place. It reminds me of what's that place they got in like Chicago?
I've never been, so I don't know.
Yeah, they've got this.
It is quite nice.
What was that?
Oh, I just was saying that it is quite nice, but I'm not sure what he refers to Chicago.
Yeah, they had like
Maybe
these
it's-
famous botanical gardens. I saw it on one of them National Geographic things.
Mayhaps I will have to visit in the future.
International geology.
Yeah, as we move through the space, like again, it's cavernous in here, so it's dark. But Acheron's eyes are glowing because they're using eyes of the beast, and they're glowing this like it's more amber than red. And you see that their pupils have now become vertical slivers. As they essentially guide you guys through the space, so that you don't like trip on anything, or fall into a hole. But they bring you to where there's like essentially like covering in a place we'd be able to like rest for the evening.
Billy would activate his eyes of the beast too.
Same.
Yeah, so you guys can see.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And you see that there are like basins that are filled with offerings. There would be definitely like dried blood and whatnot in there, and like, you know, this was like at one point before it became like a haven, it was like a place of worship. So you see a lot of the evidence of that. You can see slabs in certain spots that have that same kind of rusted stain. Like maybe there was a ritual or two done here. There is bones everywhere. So yeah.
What a vibe.
Yeah. It's beautiful, but it is like there is that sense of like beautiful, but there's something sinister in that beauty. And Acheron is most at home, you know. You see them just happy as a clam.
See,
You know.
a garden like this would be good for that farm to table kind of thing.
I agree. I agree. There are havens like this all over the world. The Bahari, while our numbers are not large, they are substantial enough. We are everywhere.
Do the Bahari get along with the Mithraeans?
No.
Oh. Huh, maybe that's...
Canaanites are not favorable to the Dark Mother. But with the right sacrifice, sometimes she makes exceptions to the rules.
Oh, so the Dark Mother doesn't like Canaanites or just Mithraeans, or how's that work?
Is Mithras not a Canaanite?
Well, Mithras isn't. Well, I guess I'm just asking, is it she doesn't like Canaanites and Mithras is a Canaanite, or she doesn't like Mithras for other reasons?
Oh no, simply because he is Canaanite.
Oh, I see. But aren't we all Canaanites?
No, we all are not Canaanites.
Oh. Oh, I'm guessing the Dark Mother teaches a different origin story. Is that how that works then?
You could say that.
I
Yeah.
see.
She does not take to betrayal well. And according to our stories of her, Cain's children came to her garden, destroyed her garden, and killed her children. The Nosferatu and the Toreador see more favorably as they did not join in the massacre of her children. The other clans, not so much.
What about the Nagaraja?
I don't know that they were about at that time.
Yes, that's probably true.
Roland, what are you doing at the moment? Searching around,
just-
wondering.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, no, sorry. No, well, because I was looking at my character sheet stuff. I was like, wait, I need to go back to. But I would be looking for a space like hunker down and just kind of find a comfy spot to like sit and collect while I just like listen to their conversation. Kind of
Yeah.
worried that the plants might eat me, but you know, trusting that Acheron wouldn't do that to me. Hopefully.
Is there anything you'd like to talk to Ebony about, perhaps?
I would look over at Ebony. Actually, I would say, I don't mean any judgment, but is there a purpose for the transformation? Or did you just envy her?
I didn't envy her. Well, I guess envy is wanting something someone else has. I guess in the best terms I can put it, I simply wanted to take what she took from me.
Which was your identity?
That, my life, my adulthood, my childhood, basically everything. But, I mean, she always said, or tried to make me in her image. So I gave her what she wanted in the end.
So a cruel joke, ultimately.
No one can say I'm not a good daughter.
That is true. Well, it suits you, I would think. Do you plan on using this new identity? Like, how much would you like? Do you look exactly like she did?
No, like the face stayed the same. It's
Okay.
more like she looks older than she did. Like when she started, I'd say she's on the cusp of 18, but mostly because Mother Superior absolutely had some gray in her hair.
Okay.
Ebony probably looks like she's middle of her 20s now.
Oh, okay. Do you plan on making future additions?
No, I think I'm satisfied with what I have.
Very good. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. And what do you plan to do, seeing as us Ventru have a moment of freedom? You're freed from your mother, the Primogen's dead.
Well,
Do you wish to stay in Oxford? Do you wish to make a power move? I'm curious.
Well, if Oxford survives, if we survive, I mean, hey, position of Primogen is open.
Very much so. But we'll have to see. It's going to be some dangerous nights ahead of us.
Yes.
I hope we all make it. Genuinely, I do. It will be quite interesting to see what you all do, what all of us do with this massive shakeup.
It's like a real moment where she kind of looks over towards where the entrance to this place was. I just hope we all survive. And we're all still us at the end of this.
I agree. And as you look at him, he seems genuine too. I feel like I've made friends here, people I hesitantly say, but people I feel I can rely on. And I won't take that for granted.
I really do feel bad that I've been gone so long, but hey, I guess that's not going to happen much anymore, is it?
I hope not. I hope not at all. I would stand and like offer my hand and say, I think we'll work together well. If you trust them, I trust you, and even though we've met a few times, I want to get off on the right foot.
Ebony kind of reaches her hand up in like sort of that elegant one where her hand's on top so you can help her up. She gets up and is like, I like that idea. Let's find somewhere to hunker down in here and get ready to get some sleep.
I agree. I feel my bones getting weary.
I think
Till
my
tomorrow,
brain is
then.
bleeding.
That's putting it lightly.
If you'll allow me, Shiv, this one last detail. You see Akron shove the top of what looks like a coffin. It was previously a slab in which rituals were probably done on. She just moves it to the side a bit. Reaches in and begins pulling out essentially like blankets. Pulls them out and hands them to the others. And in that space, I know several of you have Eyes of the Beast on. You actually can see that all of the altars, there's we can say there's like 4 or 5 in here, but all the altars are actually coffins. And says, to keep you warm while you sleep. Make a space to be.
Thank you, most hospitable.
She honestly, she curtsies. Yeah. And then you see her in this very like spider-like, almost monstrous way crawl into these large coffin. Oh, and lays down.
Find a dry, flat spot and lay atop the blanket.
And with everyone going to sleep, I'm going to do the same. And that is where we will bring an end to this week's Oxford's Ashes. Thank you all for coming and watching. Thank you all for coming and playing. This week, we will go in order of sweetest topping on a bowl of porridge, starting with Slip. Who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
My name is Slip, and I am the sweetest sauce. I stream over at my own channel, where I play a mixture of, lately, Power World and Monster Hunter, but maybe some city building sims in the future. I've got my claws into something. I'm here for several games. I'm here on Fridays as Slip of Clan Rizferatu for VTM. I'm here Mondays for Shadowrun as Anxiety, the Himbo Monk, and perhaps more in the future. Maybe.
I mean, yes. Noscavian! Oh, fuck. Barry, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out. Let's pretend your name isn't Noscavian.
I am now Scavian. I play Barry the Butcher on Table of Horrors every Friday. I play Jay-san on Mondays on Shadowrun. I have friends who are authors, one of which is our very own Dave Wakeathon, who has published Ward Breaker and Wind Swept. Check them out. I also have a friend who goes by Solus, who's released Obelisk: The Long Dream. Check his book out. Then I have a friend who goes by T.A. Lumley, who has created a book called Bloodlust, which is book 1 of the Bloodletting series. It's about vampires. Check it out.
Roland, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Hey, I'm Dead Western. Don't do a ton of things, just kind of hang out. Play Rolling Goulding here on Fridays and the occasional odd game. And yeah, if you want to chat or, see what I'm up to, you can find me on the Discord.
Acheron, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Yes, of course I do things. I do things here on Table of Horrors. You can find me here on Fridays being Acheron. On Mondays, you can find me being Morningstar in our Shadowrun game. And every other Thursday, you can find me in our Sabbat game playing Nexus, the Venture Anti-Tribu. Other than that, I'm a part of Lanyap Gaming, where we also play VTM and other TTRPG stuff. You can find all of our previous works on YouTube. We will be hopefully coming out with things soon that you guys will enjoy. Keep your eyes open for that. Other than that, I have spicy content, so you can find me all over the internet as the Risa Rave, and in the bio is a link. In this chat, there is a link, and it will send you to the places that you need to go, should you be interested. And that's it. That's what I do.
Ebony, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Hi, I'm Softanomicon. I am extremely tired right now, but I'm going to try to get through this. Let's go with channel first. Here on Table of Horrors, I am first and foremost Shiv's Hedgehog husband, but also I am Ebony here on Fridays. And though the games have been on hiatus, they will be coming and returning soon. On Mondays, I do run the Flood, and on Thursdays, there are 2 games that kind of go, every other. That's Blood Price and Return to Silence. Again, they will all be coming back soon as I get back into everything. Sleepy Brain. I have my own channel where I'm gonna start streaming again. Soon, probably next week. I don't know what I'll stream, but I'll be with my friends. I'm an artist. I do artwork, and if you would like me to do artwork for you, I can do that. Just pay me. Help. I'm forgetting everything. I have a Patreon where I'm making a coloring book. A new post for that will be coming out soon. I've finally got the baseline down for the next one. And then I think that's it. My friends will tell me if I'm wrong.
I think that's it.
Bet.
Hatfield. Oh. Hatfield, who are you? What do you do? Do you do things? Let's find out.
Hello. That's a good question. Hi. I'm Deb Reagathon. You can find me where you just found me doing this at the Now Times. And on the other days when things happen, I am also often there doing similar things, but as different characters. One of those characters being Mojave, who is just as coherent as I am, and also some other things at other times. I don't know. Aside from that mess that I'm not going to try to parse to be more clear, you can find me making noises over on my own channel, Daybreakathon, where I play whatever I want, whenever I can. Usually with some of the people here. It's a very good time. Aside from that, I did the character art for the characters who have art. My commissions are open if you'd like me to do some art for you as well. And I have written the fantasy novels that Masquerade is kindly holding up for us. I worked very hard on them, and I very much appreciate when folks check them out. The third one is in the works, should be coming out sooner or later. I just need to finish doing the finishing things. My brain is melting. I think that's everything. Except, of course, my dog says hi.
Puppy.
Check out the links down below for links to Twitter, Discord, YouTube for past episodes, audio-only versions as well, up on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and possibly another place, probably Spotify for podcasters, actually. You can just go up there. We'll be back next week for another episode of Oxford's Ashes. Strange that that's all that's on at the moment. It's strange because it's just like, oh shit, we've got so much to do. And when it starts coming out, it's going to be all like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we got
It's
a
a
lot of good
pleasure.
stuff coming.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Booger Flicker BB. What a fucking great name that is. Do you do the one motion like, and then wait for the noise when it hits something, or are you just up and then fire and forget? Flick them at enemies.
Oh my lord.
Thinking outside the box.
Ah!
We will
Oh,
go
God.
raiding over on Lost Tribes Gaming, who are playing that vampire sex game that I've heard so much about, but we can't go legally, morally, objectively until Softy says the line.
I no longer have mommy issues.
We're out.